penis, gagging you with entertainment.
Here we are yet again. Such a great job by Toxic Man Flu. It's really funny because I hear Nick laughing in the background, and none of you guys can hear him except for me. It's pretty great. Yeah. So they could say all sorts of really awful things, and you'll never hear it. Oh, what's that, Nick? Something. Oh, I don't even want to make that joke, dude. That's awful. How can you suggest such a horrible thing, Nick? Yeah. Tox apparently wants to go on a Love Boat cruise with me for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. It's bad. Guys are awful human beings and they can't hear you. So who do we have up first? Tox, is it gonna be Culture Casino? Is it gonna be my dog whining?
No, well, your dog's a featured member. I want to say I really do appreciate this new intro format. They make you bring in the most important person first. Thanks for having me. I know that without
I thought we were starting with the least important person, which was me, obviously, followed by you.
Wow, that's probably awful. This is rough. Yeah, well, what's funny is I can hear people talking in the background. They can't hear what's happening in the headphones right now. I'm going to say this.
It's funny. It's distracting too.
It's very distracting. Actually, I have this fancy button that says "Listen Offstage Feeds." Gone. All right, it's just me and you now, Ian. How are you doing, buddy?
Hello. The dog is now in the shot.
All right, but look, this is a wonderful new platform we're exploring, and with hysterical results once more. I'm really happy to be here. My Taylor Swift video flopped harder than the next Marvel's movie.
I was gonna say, did it flop harder than your penis?
No, nothing's that. I mean, douche, that I could displace an entire lake with that. That's an entirely other conversation. No, but seriously, folks, no, I don't think I've ever had that few views on a major level, high production video. I'm like, thanks for staying away from Taylor Swift. My goodness, I maybe Swifties aren't
for something, man. You should be getting views on that.
Hey, maybe Swifties aren't my audience. I don't know, but I've been looking at that and saying, wow, that's an interesting number, and wow, 80% female. But then I'm looking at the Marvels, and I'm thinking, nobody's going to go see that.
Nobody is, and it's gonna be glorious. Just for the people backstage, I had to turn off the backstage feed because it was getting really distracting.
Oh yeah, I turned y'all off because y'all were annoying. And you know what? We're getting some people rolling over from the feminist stream that Tom runs. You know, the super feminist stream,
toxic feminist stream.
Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah. I think he's even in the back room right now.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. But. Yeah, we have, look, the fact that we have a chat right there. Can you guys see that? That's a chat.
It is.
We have a chat. Not only that, we can see you on Rumble. We can see Rumble. We can see Odyssey. We can see what do you call this thing? YouTube. We can see that.
Have we done vamping yet? Actually, let me get backstage feed so I can actually hear him. Are we done vamping? Can we add more people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Bravo. There we go. We have a Bravo Ball.
Yeah.
I made it.
You did.
All right.
I heard it.
I heard it.
Oh, you did hear it? You turned it back on? Okay.
Turned it back on. I was like, because Brahma's supposed to talk now. He's not.
I'm supposed to talk now?
Yeah.
Well, I had a pretty good weekend. I replenished some of my stock. Got a big old Weller.
Oh, I was going to say this was a bad day to do that, bro. The market went down hard.
Indeed. Got a big old Buffalo Trace.
Nice.
You like big old Buffalo things.
And a reload on the Eagle Rare. So pretty good weekend.
I need to pick up some whiskey tomorrow.
He does.
Okay. You need some smoke wagon?
Yes, I need to pick up some smoke wagon.
You got
unfiltered, uncut.
The last time that dude had smoke wagon, he smoked out. Dude was like done. He had like one little, and he was like toasty. That was the best show ever.
Hi, Culture. You know that was a live stream, right? Everybody who watched it knows
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, Nick literally talked about like some comic bullshit for like an hour and a half. Like that was the intro to the show. It's like
Can we like back Casino out and add somebody else?
It was funny because I was late to that show because I didn't ride over with all of you guys, and I got there, and the first 45 minutes of me sitting there after you guys had already been live for 20 minutes was Nick.
I
don't
know.
think I said a thing until about an hour and 15 in.
It was
And he
really
can't even defend himself right now.
I know, and that was a really easy night on me because I was running the cameras and the sound, and Tox was doing the producerial stuff, and so I'm literally like, I don't have to change the camera. I'm just this freaking guy right here. Holy cow! What's up, Nick?
Hi, Culture.
Culture likes the penis.
He likes the brown wing.
It's
The
fine.
what?
It's fine.
The brown wing.
The
He
brown wing.
discriminates. There's gotta be brown wing.
Is it brown because it was in somebody's ass?
Wow. Why does
The
everything
poop-
have to be?
So
about
he's a
coming
poopsicle
into
type of
your
guy.
house?
Oh, he's a
Oh,
poopsicle
my
type of
goodness.
guy.
Very
Glad they
wrong.
established
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Yes, we did off stage.
Hello, chat. Hi, comics. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Nick.
Mama. Culture. I'm glad you
Nick.
recovered from your AIDS. I was really depressed to hear how sick you were, but you know,
I was unwell, and I'm less unwell now. I'm at like 90% not gonna die right now.
That's excellent.
And he's suddenly just talking up a storm.
AIDS.
AIDS.
I don't get
AIDS.
I don't get sick very
Everyone
often.
has
So that was
AIDS.
weird. But Nick, you look like you've had pizza recently.
I haven't had pizza since yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Oh wow. Okay, you look like
Most
you've
of us
recently been serialized.
I do need pizza though. I really do need pizza.
All right.
I had blueberry today though. That was really good. Blueberry is really good.
I hear Boo Berry likes that.
Well, it is season for blueberry, so you know.
It is.
Yeah,
All right.
it is.
The chat's on fire tonight. Look at you guys. Man, we got supers already. Thank you guys. Look at this support. And we don't even hey, there's Corey.
We got 3 long hairs on the panel officially.
that
That
guy.
means Comics needs to grow his hair out now.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to be over 50 come January. There's no need for me to grow my hair out. I'll just
Drama, you
That's
need to grow
not
yours out too.
true.
I say that as I look at Culture Casino.
I'm working
Bruce
on the
Dickinson just
beard.
grew his hair out long again. Bruce Dickinson has long hair again.
My
And
wife,
he
would
has a whole head
probably,
of gray hair.
my wife would probably murder me if I grew my hair out. By the way, we have a Krigler in the chat. By the way,
Hey,
It's the Krigler
The
Show.
regular show in the
What
chat.
is up?
Yeah.
Tom,
oh
regular
wait, he's
show.
asking, are they seriously planning to reboot it? Yes.
oh well, okay. So I'm saying probably if they're going to reboot it. This is mainly just a comment that was made by fucking what's his nuts, the director
Matthew
of
Vaughn.
Matthew Vaughn.
Wait, you can't get into the article before I've got everybody on screen.
I know.
It's Taco Bell. It's Taco Bell,
It's the bell.
and then it's Bat Tom.
Fat Bell.
He doesn't even know he's not here yet.
Yeah, well, now
Am I
he is.
here?
You're here.
Oh, he's here.
Is this real life or is this just fantasy?
It is real life. Welcome to the Tom.
It's both.
I don't like
Escape
this
from reality.
setup. It is bullshit.
You're featured now. Look at you.
Tom, show
Fucking
off your
hands.
toy.
Is you don't
Tom,
have
show off your
use
new
it.
toy.
You're
How
like
do you feel about Gilded?
I've got a great sex toy.
he's like that chick on the couch that you see in the meme. That's what's happening right now. Look at him. He's surrounded.
Tom Cannons.
Oh my.
There it is.
Oh, you got your back.
Look at that. Look at that.
Bat Tom.
I am the night. I am the cholesterol that clogs your arteries. I am. But, look at the back of my cape. Look at that. Look at my butt. It's well crafted.
I like big butts and I came out live.
Did Andy
It's
create that for
well
you?
crafted.
Andy
Yeah,
is amazing. He made me real now. I'm like a real boy.
You are a real boy.
And I got padding.
Oh boy.
I'm not wearing hockey
Whoa.
pads though. They're not hockey pads, I promise.
So you're better. So you're better than.
Yes.
You're better
So,
than Pattinson.
Are you
Anyway.
a maxi pad type of guy?
What? No,
a maxi pad type
that's
again?
Poison
No?
Ivy and Catwoman. I mean,
And apparently the Flash.
and I gotta
Oh,
look
nice
at my
one.
size of my wingspan. Look at the size of my wingspan. You know what they say about a guy with a wide wingspan.
Yeah.
Wide
You
waistline.
can fly.
Can you say?
He needs to double bypass by 40.
That's right.
Yes.
Can you say? Swear to me.
Swear to me. Use my favorite swear words too. Like fuck and
what's
cunt and
Wow.
you.
Wow.
That's right.
All right. Well,
Don't know what he beeped for the other.
Yeah.
What for the scene that was so bad?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Swear to me. Where's the trigger? You triggered little fuck. You're the trigger. You triggered me.
I'm very surprised we're still monetized at this point.
Because Bat Tom
Give it a minute.
is a hero. Not the hero we deserve, but the hero you're stuck with at 3:00 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's Taco Bell
Peace
Bat
out.
Tom.
That is the bat signal, after all.
Oh God, I can't even get the. I'm trying to do this shit on the fly. I can't do it. This.
oh, you white people bust me up.
Yeah.
I tried.
You white people.
I got to get a stop motion camera now. This thing is so well articulated.
It's so great.
That's
Tom,
what she
I-
said.
Well, he has a new tagline, Toxic.
New tagline?
Yeah, for his new profile for Tom Cannons.
Yes, he
Fire,
does.
yeah, fire in the hole.
Fire in the hoe.
A lot of holes to fire.
That's right. Apparently, Eliza Blue showed up. He said that last time. Did I say what? Huh?
What now?
I have no idea what you said. But we
I
do
said
have
it.
super chats.
Jason.
And I love the fact that I can magnify this so I can really misread them at times. So
Oh, I
Andy
can't wait.
Sandberg, also known as Jason Sandberg, but we call him Andy anyway because of
Sandberg.
It's Andy Sandberg. Yeah.
Andy Sandberg. No more Clintons, no more Bushes, no more Skywalkers. Hail to chat. Viva La Comics Division. Stay frosty out there, folks. Yeah, it's getting crazy. We'll definitely talk about that on
Get
Wednesday.
Jason on.
Because that shit is just insane. Some of the stuff that we're
I
seeing
like the
out
whole
there.
Viva La Comics Division thing,
I do
equating you
too.
with Ricky Martin, you both being gay, you both being
Yeah,
under
Live in La Vida
49.
Comics.
Yeah, living La Vida Division.
I was just telling a story about that song on Toxic Femme.
Upside,
Really?
inside,
The only
shock.
The only thing Comics Division lives to divide is butt cheeks. So there you go.
Oh,
Wow.
You would know culture because it's typically yours.
Hey now.
Culture divides butt cheeks.
Jaffo.
That got
I
awkward.
told you culture like
I know
the
it
penis.
I was
didn't
gonna
it?
say I don't think that comeback worked the way you wanted it to. It made you sound a
No,
lot
okay,
more
so-
gayer.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
the
gonna
whole
say
point.
anytime
Is
that it's a comeback, that is more gay.
Upside,
Wow.
inside out.
yeah, the whole
Vida
point is that you
Taco.
just fucking double down and roll with it, dude. Jaffo. I love
Whoever
it.
told you
Culture-
that is an asshole.
that would be me, buddy. That would be me.
That was a comicsism.
Not really. It's just like fuck you guys. might as well
$4.99.
roll.
Where's the damn penny, Jeff? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Yeah, anyway,
look,
Jack
you
for
Canadian.
$4.99. I love a good culture casino video to help me prepare for a nap. A culture video about Taylor Swift might put me into a coma. Sorry, no thanks.
I don't know. It look, if you're having trouble sleeping, wait, I can't do a Vulcan. Brahma.
If you're having trouble sleeping, I suggest you go listen to Culture 6 minutes every morning. At least 30 more minutes on many other shows. He's everywhere. You sleep all day.
There's a new drug that the doctors will send to your house in like brown packaging. It's called For Culture.
Oh
Like
no.
the For Hims thing. Yeah.
Getting
And you
gay.
take that and you're guaranteed to be limp for 6 minutes.
Woo. But ladies, anyway, sorry.
Indeed. I know this was
Gameplays
well, actually
are fun.
Mark's 47 became a member. Well, actually, no, he
Hey.
didn't just become a member. He became a member 5 months ago. So congratulations for being a member for 5 months. Also, he redacted his chat.
Oh, boo!
$2. So I don't know if it wants me to share it or not, but
it was actually funny.
Yeah, it kind of was. He just basically said, "Stop laughing over Bat Tom." It's hard to edit out.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I think the way that this thing records that we're doing right now makes it so that we can
audio tracks.
Yeah, I think we can
just
unfuzzle.
cover it up with a new. Just add a laugh track. It makes it even more funny.
Yeah, we can unfuzzle it.
Of course.
Fuzzle.
Unfuzzle.
Yeah, well, I thought there was enough swearing already, and we're trying to stay monetized.
I mean, that was kind of
Nobody told Bat Tom, not that he would fucking listen anyway.
No, he told me I wouldn't fucking listen to them either. Parrot Head for $5 says, "Comics, how's it feel to know Shapiro is the only guy shorter than you?"
Oh shit!
Damn.
How tall is he?
I watched a video of that Brooke, what's her name today?
Cooper?
Yeah, nobody can convince me she isn't Shapiro in drag.
Shapiro? Yeah.
Nobody can at this point. Like, she sounds like it, looks like mannerisms, everything. If not, they were separated at birth.
She is a very sweet young person, and I'm going to be attempting to interview her in the near future.
Did you see what she said about fucking
fuck it up for
Jenna
me.
Ortega?
Why are you doing this?
What did she say?
She was going after Jenna Ortega for no good fucking reason.
Okay.
Claiming all she does is virtue signal about being Spanish or whatever and all this other shit.
That's a
I don't
really
know.
weird
Does she? I don't pay attention to Jen Ortega.
Not really. Not unless she's being asked.
Not compared to Zegler. Like,
That's what I mean.
The worst statements I've ever heard Ortega say were like, I guess you could say tame in comparison to, let's just say, Zegler. She said things probably just kind of like,
Ortega's
kind of dumb, but
taco
okay.
sauce.
But Zegler, you hear, you're like, oh, please don't ever speak again.
Oh, I think you're right, Tox. Ortega is a taco sauce, but KJ just corrected the chat right there. It appears that Mr. Shapiro's 5'10", so comics, you're at least 1.5 feet shorter than Ben. So
I am 5'9", so technically he's taller than me by an inch.
He's standing on a tall soapbox.
Yeah, but he's 5'9" without the yarmulke.
Tom, have you ever seen Shapiro's sister?
No, I've never seen the two of them in the same room at the same time either.
Yeah,
Well,
think
you might want to
Shapiro, but
Google
with double D's or maybe triple D's.
Wow.
So my theory does hold water.
Oh no,
Not really.
That would make it. That would make him.
But they flow.
Brett Cooper,
They do
his
flow.
sister, and him.
With triple D's, it holds milk, bro. Come on now.
I guess you guys gotta get Tom a fappening.
Oh, that was good.
Over on the Rumble
What makes you think I've been
side-
fapping this whole time?
Of course you are, buddy.
I was born fapping. I mean,
Mr. Tickletron, Culture Casino is so smart. There's a huge overlap with the circles of the internet and Taylor Swift fans. Too smart.
oh Lord.
Let's have a 4-digit IQ.
I'm an idiot. What are you talking about?
If you mean his IQ is 4, right.
I can only count to 4.
Has anybody seen that amazing deal they have at KFC right now, the Taylor Swift special?
No.
I mean, talk about synergy.
2 boneless breasts.
No.
They say it's the perfect ratio.
Well, he kind of half ruined the joke. It's
Bravo.
He kind of half ruined the joke. It's 2 bony thighs, 2 small breasts, and a left wing for only $8.95.
Oh, there he goes.
There you go. Here we go.
Can we say that, hey, her movie, her second weekend had a huge drop, even though it did.
Well, in the article I wrote, Nick, and you're 100% right, but in the article I wrote, I called that out. I'm like, this is a superhero kind of drop, right, Nick? I mean,
what
it's
difference
a Marvel
does it make,
DC
though?
drop.
The difference is that
everything.
Marvel movies cost $200 million. This movie costs nothing.
Okay,
to make.
but here's the counter to that. It's not rewatchable. It is a C1s, and that was an even for Swift.
In the theaters, yes, but this thing is going to be one of the right behind Barbie is the hottest seller of the year on VOD and on disc.
Barbie, I could see probably selling, even though it looks like trash. I don't see. I think Taylor Swift's Blu-ray, 4K, whatever it is, or all of it, it'll have a good first round weekend of the diehards. After that, it's going to drop off. Then I don't see this having a long lasting thing. I don't. It'll have a good first week for the release.
Never
So you're saying it'll
those
last like one of
Tay-Tay
her
Swifties.
relationships?
Dude, I honestly thought those Swifties were have a strong second weekend. I actually truly thought, as much as it looks like trash, and I find her music trash, I thought, oh, that crowd's gonna eat that up all these weekends. And then all of a sudden the huge drop happened. I'm like, whoa, I stand corrected.
Well, just
So,
remember that
I
just-
overestimated them, if anything.
Yeah, just remember my take on like the Barbie movie, and then dial it back a little, because I really thought most people would see all the man bashing, but they chose not to. So
I didn't
Well,
go
you
see
chose to
the-
ignore all the stuff wrong with the Continental, so I mean, it's only fair.
I don't like you're ignoring all the slightly different size boxes and non-aligned frames on here, and your OCD hasn't kicked in yet.
oh no, it's kicked in hard, dude. Why am I wearing the sunglasses? Because they're not prescription, so I can't see.
Okay. I thought you were just trying to look cool again.
No, it's
How do we fix this fucking god
And I
awful
was
mess?
I was just hoping to draw attention to it so that if he hadn't noticed, he would.
This is really
These are my friends,
Mama's an
folks.
asshole.
ugly.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
didn't set
ugly.
up the show.
No, you did. This is beautiful. We had the best rolling start I think I've ever seen in my life. I got to
You had to
mock,
do it on the fly.
I got to
It
mock
was
Ian
done
in the
very
back room. Oh, look at that! Sponsored by us.
Sponsored
So-
by Beach Punk.
Yeah,
Brought to you
I
by
have
us.
this one for
Sponsored
doing
by
screen shares.
Dicks.
Go ahead.
I don't
That's a
like
screen share.
this.
I just got to figure out how to. Oh, what do I do with? Oh shit!
I feel like I'm part of a game board.
Tom, you don't like it because you're
Well,
old and you don't like
You're in
change.
the middle. So
How's any different than before?
Do not pass Tom. Do not collect 200.
$100.
Go directly to fucking jail,
Just visiting.
you fucking jerk.
That's
That's what you get.
So is Tom on Park Place? Is that what that
No,
is?
I'm go directly to jail. Do
Yeah,
not
we're
collect
like St.
$200.
Charles.
Send him
doesn't it?
directly to jail.
Yes, I'm the little police officer with.
That's you.
And comics is free parking.
I guess.
Only if it's in the rear.
Oh,
I'm the
Park around back.
community. I'm the community chest.
oh,
Oh, there we go.
That was a good one.
Hey-oh.
That was a good one.
That's way out there. Boy, you give that chick one little nice
lot of
blurb
real
in the
estate
opening
there.
and she opens up like a
lot of real
flower.
mountains as far as the eye can see.
Should
Everyone
we
goes
come
quiet
around
all
the
at
lines?
once.
She
Oh,
gets.
my
She's
God.
laughing.
Did the Rumble stuff stop working? No, it looks like it's.
No, it's working. Front Porch Conservative and Mod RK.
You've got a couple
under
Rumble
Mod
rants
RK
over there.
already.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find them so I can actually
Hi,
add
Rumble.
them in.
Do you want me to put them in group chat for you?
Yeah, put them in group chat. I mean, I got the first one. I just need the second one. Actually, oh, no wonder. I'm looking for the wrong one. I'm looking for the one from Porch Conservative. I thought it was Mr. Tickle Trunk, but never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
one
just
was
glad we have Rumble bigots. They're such
one
great
was Tickle
bigots.
Trunk, one was Front Porch.
Yeah, I just need the one from Front Porch. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. I was totally looking in for the wrong one.
Okay.
All right, cool. Now that we got that established and bored our audience, let's switch over to our first topic.
Topic. Oh,
Transition.
Topics. All
Yeah,
right.
I guess
I
Toxic
like
Manfully,
toppings.
We do
you
that.
didn't see my my message to you?
I shared the first article. Okay.
Article.
I don't see the share.
Really?
It's down on the far right.
Yeah, it's next to me.
You got to scroll it over.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I have to scroll that way.
All right, wiggle it a little closer to Brahma.
And Culture, you keep chatting to just me instead of the group.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
dude, I love
he's
it.
been doing the same thing to me too. Right in the
Oh,
group
he's
chat.
doing it to each other. I'm like, I feel very private with you.
I don't see it. I don't have anything to scroll.
And you're
I
muted,
don't
Oh
know
my God,
whatever's
this is
going
awful.
on.
You muted him.
I have no
looks
idea.
like it
This
looks
is
like.
fucking train wreck.
All right.
Tom, I'll kick you from the stream
I didn't
if you
do it.
if you keep making me feel.
Hey,
You want
Tom,
me to-
you didn't do
Well,
it.
I thought I was
don't
clicking the
care.
button where only you guys could hear me.
Hey.
Where's this button?
You don't have it. Only the producers do.
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I hope to God I didn't say. out loud.
You did. You did. Oh, Jesus.
Oh man,
Embarrassing.
that was
Eh.
really, really funny.
If that was embarrassing for you, Tom, I feel sorry for you.
Oh, there it
The
is.
rest of your
Okay.
the rest of your life must be.
Add the scene.
Oh, it's
I found it.
You found it after I set the scene up.
I have no idea what's going on here. I'm not
There it is.
Trying
associated
very
with
hard
these
is what's
people
going
anymore.
on.
There it is.
That's what's going
I had to
on.
hover over
Hey.
something to get something to do something for that to happen.
Oh my God, the cock. Oh my God, the cock.
That's so true.
It just seemed like a proper time to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so Matthew Vaughn basically in a podcast,
Yes.
podcast interview,
Yes.
he basically talked about remaking Star Wars. So let's just listen to this, get context.
For crying out loud.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there, but I would say for me, doing a Star Wars movie is to play with the characters that I loved. So if they said to me, we'll reboot, do you want to reboot Star Wars and actually have Luke Skywalker, Solo, and Vader, and you do your version of it, everyone would say you're an idiot to try, but that would excite me.
Oh my God! You have a death wish. That's so scary to even contemplate
No, but it's
recasting.
fun. Yeah, why not? Bond,
Pause.
do you mind Bond?
That's true. That's true.
All right.
You know, you asked me who's going to play.
Pause.
You know what this is? This is stupid bullshit. This is like every time they ask Alicia Silverstone, would you ever play Cat or Batgirl again, and give that poor girl this fucking idea that she has a fucking career?
I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, okay, I'm not gonna
It's
say
the same damn thing. He's not doing shit. He's
I
not
don't
making shit.
No,
It's just his
not.
opinion. Just I want to be clear for the folks out there listening, but yeah.
But a few years ago, they have started making like tweaks to the canon where they were doing like these little vignettes, right? They had one that was kind of like focused on Princess
Oh, I remember
Leia.
those gay
You
little
remember
things.
those?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, wow, they're gonna fucking remake Star Wars. They're gonna remake it to all this crazy nonsense.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can because I don't think they can because it's, and I'll tell you why I don't think they can. I think George Lucas put it in the contract that they cannot touch those movies until he's long dead in the grave, because he was the one who put those last minute changes into the movie that we have now with the McClunky and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was George. He did that in
George.
Yeah, he did that in like 2016 when he did the 6K remastering of the movies. And at this point, I don't think they can, because honestly, let's be real. If Disney could release the unaltered trilogy, they would.
Yeah.
Right? They have famously
you know
shown
it.
it to several people,
Yep.
but they can't do it legally. And that's what I'm saying is there's got to be something preventing them. And somebody else, I can't remember who it was, somebody from the story group had even said that there's something set in stone that if it happens in the movies, it is canon. They cannot change it. They can't go back. They can't change anything that was in the past already and all that kind of stuff. It may have even been Favreau.
But-
I can't remember who it was.
But does
but
it stop them from recasting and putting in
That I don't
between
know.
Empire and Return of the Jedi?
Well,
or in
that was
between
one of
New
the things
Hope
that-
and Empire.
He kind of clarified in the actual article that we're covering. So this was the backstory, right? Was the fact that he made these comments, but he did clarify, basically wanting to say that, you know, doing like additional stories between like Empire and Return of the Jedi, or Star Wars and Empire, like what they did with the you know, some of the stuff from the 90s, Shadows of the Empire. You know, things
That was
like
a
that.
great game on
That's-
64.
It's a good book,
Dude, Shadows
too.
of the Empire is incredible. Love that game. That was my gateway to Star Wars EU back in the 64 days when you're Dash Rendar. Woo!
Well, Rogue One basically already goes there, but not with those characters, except for Darth Vader. So I don't think there's anything stopping them from doing a recast and doing stories in between the movies.
That's
They
what I
just
mean. They
touch
can
the
do that. They
movies.
just can't touch the movies. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's ultimately what he was talking about doing. Is it? Well, the other speculation too is that he's also talking about not rebooting the original movies, but the Disney trilogy. And of course, like we all know that's not going to happen. But you know, it is what it is. And if they were smart, they would do stuff. Okay, it depends at this point. For me, as a fan of the original 3 movies, Star Wars is dead. You know, yeah, we still talk about it, because it's it's pop culture and it is important. But for the most part, Disney fucked it up beyond recognition. If they want to do something, they need to take it away from the original series and the shit they fucked up. It would be great if they would go and reboot it, but it's not going to happen. We all know that shit ain't going to happen. But I mean, at this point, I feel like it's kind of too late. I mean, they did the Ahsoka series, didn't do so well. They want to do Heir to the Empire with Ahsoka. Is it going to happen now? I don't know. That's a really good question because of the fact that this show did not do very well. And based off of the timeline, we're getting a second season of Ahsoka before we're getting that fucking movie. So guess what, guys? Season 2 is going to be about them going back to the galaxy. And it's going to be another 8 episodes of fucking jack shit.
Well, but I will say, because of the reception and because of what's going on with money, and Disney has none of it right now. I'm not kidding, guys. Disney is a crack addict on the corner selling itself for tricks now. And I'm going to say that Ahsoka ain't going to
cereal, not actual sex.
I'm going to say that I don't expect season 2 of Ahsoka, and I think Filoni just got cut off at the baloney. I don't think he's going to be able to make that Star Wars film. They can't. They have to make good things for a while now. They're so desperate. Disney is so desperate that they put Nightmare Before Christmas in theaters again as a celebration, a special anniversary, and it made jack all this last weekend. And I mean, they probably took less than $1 million from the box office from that, and that is embarrassing.
It actually overperformed compared to most re-releases.
Dude, it's releasing. Okay, this is the most popular fucking hot topic franchise.
Yeah, but it made $12 million when most average re-releases are lucky to make $2 million. Jaws was the
let's
exception.
look at the numbers.
Wait.
The numbers.
Where did you get 12 million from?
I thought it said 12.
I'm looking at 4 million right now.
Okay, maybe I'm looking at the worldwide then. I don't know.
Right now, granted, it could still use an update, but I'm looking here at 30th anniversary re-release on Box Office Mojo. To the decimal, it's 4,292,207 over the span of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I think
so. I
mean, this one thing shared. I'll just pop this in, and we can.
Granted, it's not a great performer.
It's
not a great performer by any means. But that's the fact that people are even still seeing that as a re-release 30 years later. I'm honestly shocked it even made that much because I love this movie, but if I want to see it, I'll just watch it at.
It's only in 1,600 theaters.
It doesn't matter. They only pulled Disney's share of that is only a pull of about $1 million.
Yeah, well, see,
it's $1 million they didn't have before it.
Yes, but that's nothing. That's going to pay for less than a day of catering on one of these fucking TV shows at this point.
I'm not. See, here's the thing, Culture. I agree, it's not a great number, but I wasn't even expect this to make this high of a number, the 4 million. I honestly thought that was way. I mean, once again, I guess I underestimated. I thought this would make like $1 million because I don't see the interest and want to see these types of movies as a.
Okay, there we go. There's the actual number.
Yeah,
okay,
4 million.
4 million. Yeah. I don't see the interest to seeing something in the theater again versus the initial screening.
Look at the 2020 re-release. Right? It pulled one. It pulled. It didn't even pull that much. It pulled what?
2.2.
2.2
or so.
Yeah. And so it's like you ginned it up for an anniversary, and you can't even get the audience to get excited about it.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about, Culture.
I'm sorry. Re-releases are usually just substantial. Disney hasn't had a good.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Re-release is substantial.
Yeah, name one besides Star Wars or one of the Disney re-releases of the past when they actually had the vault. Because none of them. This is actually on par with Jaws.
You just put a lot of qualifiers in there. They're going to be hard to get around. But Snow White had one.
No, I'm talking about in the last 10 years when they've re-released shit in theaters.
What I'm trying to say, Disney's re-releases are garbage-tastic.
Well, yeah, but that's almost every other studio too. I've seen there's so many things that come out for re-release, and they do around these numbers. This is not new. Even the Empire Strikes Back that they put out last year made around what 4 or 5 million opening weekend. Then there was the Avatar re-release too that did what 9 or 10 million as well last year.
You said Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, that was the 40th anniversary.
Okay, 40th. Yeah,
that would have been 2020.
Yeah, I have the T-shirt.
Okay.
And then there's their Avatar re-release, which was around 10 or 12
And Star
million.
Wars are the main exceptions of like when the special editions came out.
Yeah, look at those 2020 numbers.
Those 2020 numbers are fucking terrible.
Yeah, but it's also the lockdown season.
No, then they destroyed fucking Star Wars.
It's lockdown season. I'm sorry, but
okay. So when we get to the 45th anniversary, which we're fucking coming up on fast, a year and a half from now, Nick, I'm going to be yelling in your face that you were wrong.
Let's take bets now. I predict when that 45th anniversary hit, maybe 4 million.
Look and see what Return of the Jedi did this year. They just released it last month.
You have to eat sardines.
Maybe that's the one I mistook.
Hey, let me.
You have to eat sardines on pizza, Nick.
I have. It tastes like
With
shit.
pineapple.
Oh man, Corey.
Sardine and pineapple.
Sorry. It's been a really long day, and I'm literally falling asleep listening to you guys talk numbers. So I figured it'd be best if I bounced, So
Well, okay.
You had a good show today.
Anyway, yeah, I'll just go ahead and say goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you catch the Dick's News US that I did today. Okay. We talked about, what was it? A dead body, a guy getting caught having sex with a stuffed animal.
What? Was it toxic?
A fourth grade classroom showing blood and honey to its students. That's a great choice. And of course, Oregon getting rid of reading, writing, and arithmetic from graduation requirements for high school.
God.
So go check that out.
Seemed to have angered you slightly.
It pissed me off a lot, dude. If you guys want to see me go off about something, go check that out. But also catch the Corey's Corner from this morning. It was Mental Health Monday about addictions. The first half, I was half retarded. So, yeah, you can at least laugh at that part. So, anyway, I will catch you guys later. Stay sexy. Don't get murdered. And as always, have a wonderful time.
Corey, I want to say before you leave, you look very Rasputin-y.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
It's awesome. I love it.
Thanks.
Take care, Jude. Hope you get some sleep.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. All right. Peace.
Cheers, dude.
When you sleep,
Later.
Where do your fingers go?
This is a trick question.
Okay.
All right. What was it? Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. I was wrong. That's what I meant to say. Is Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Yeti. Revenge of the Sith. There we go. Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
Okay, so 2023.
Right there, 5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, I don't know where you're saying this is a bad thing for the movie. It did really well considering it's not Star Wars. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. It's most women's in a certain age group's favorite fucking movie. Okay. I know a lot of people who went this last week, and I almost went.
I'm sorry.
I didn't have the money.
It was 5 million, and it was one day.
Okay.
I'd like to make $5 million in one day.
So if it was 5 million one day, so what? If it made like
eight
or 9 or 10 million?
Wait. I always admit when I'm wrong. This is a weekend number.
Right, but it's also in half of the theaters that Nightmare was in.
Yes, that's also true.
Just stirring up the pot a little.
No, I mean that's pretty accurate though. I mean that shows that only 475 theaters. I mean, and it's making 10,000 per theater. That's pretty fucking good for a weekend, I guess.
What was Avatars? Let's look at Avatars.
Oh, Avatar was it's because it was getting ready for the fucking dumbass.
Well, it's not about. It doesn't matter what's because. It's either we're gonna go with the re-release doing great or they're not. regardless of the circumstance.
But
besides
I'm
the
sorry.
lockdowns.
Return of the Jedi still was showing you that there are some people that do love original Star Wars.
I actually like Return of the Jedi. I'm a defender of that flick.
I mean, I enjoy it, but it has issues. I mean, come on.
It does, but I still enjoy the hell of it, nonetheless.
Okay, so
10 million first weekend.
So September, 10 million. September 30th, 5 million. October 7th, 2 million. I mean,
18 million.
Yeah.
And that's on a few more theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the per screen average.
Yeah, but it's Avatar, dude. I mean,
it's Avatar.
And it hadn't been released again since 2010.
I mean, comparing it to Revenge of the Jedi, or excuse me, Return of the Jedi. I mean, it's like that's Star Wars, man. OG Star Wars. This is nowhere near the same thing.
So my point is, where Nightmare Before Christmas fell is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at with Tom. It's like this is just business as usual. It's not great. It's just okay. Some people went and saw it. Okay, there's nothing there. I thought I was gonna do worse. I thought I was gonna
they just re-released it on home video on 4K.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and it just played yesterday on TV.
Oh, you're right. There is a 4K.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something that's gonna stir up the cauldron. Are you ready?
What, you mean like you haven't already?
Avatar is not a Disney movie.
No shit.
Yeah,
I'm talking about movies in general.
Okay.
I'm talking about just re-releases in general and how good they do.
Yeah, we're talking re-releases in general. They're just
You're right, Culture. It's a Fox property, which is now owned by Disney.
We all knew that. We're not going to argue with that.
Yeah, we ain't arguing with that.
Whoa. It is nobody's property. It's Lightstorm's property, which is James Cameron's company. Disney is a distributor.
Oh, okay.
Fox was a distributor.
They still get a distribution fee. What's your point?
All I'm trying to tell you is it's not. They have a contractual agreement with Cameron.
Comics Division's new company is called Disco Stick.
No, I thought it was Beach Punk. What the?
Better than Disco Duck.
Yeah, that's true. That was bad.
Oh my God, Disco Duck. No, that used to be a thing. Disco Duck. Anyway, all right, let's.
Anyway, I didn't mean to start a whole
thing.
Should we
get back to our Matthew Vaughn thing? No, Tom,
yeah, the Matthew Vaughn thing.
Sorry. I do have some comments on the Matthew Vaughn stuff. I mean, I don't see Matthew Vaughn, and I actually say this as a pretty big fan of Matthew Vaughn. I don't see this all happening with him doing Star Wars. I get why, because he's the type of guy who actually is a fan of sci-fi. He's a fan of actual comic books. He is into these things. My favorite X-Men movie was directed by him, First Class. I thought that was far and away the best flick. And yes, it's including Logan. That's going to trigger a few people, but whatever. And I love the Kingsman as well. I thought the Kingsman, the first movie, is freaking awesome. Kick-Ass. I love the Kick-Ass as well. So I want him involved in these things. I think Star Wars and a reboot's not a good idea to attach his name. He's clearly I've listened to him speak many times before. He's another eternal optimist. He always thinks anything can turn around no matter how bad they are, but I don't think he really comprehends how bad the shape that this is in. This is what happens when you have so much emotional investment.
We didn't play it in the clip.
What if?
But he did say basically that Star Wars is not in a good state. It just wasn't part of the clip.
Did he? Okay, well, then let's go on, because I've never seen. He's kind of like, and I love him to death. Mark Miller. He's not one to really speak negative on things ever. So if he's actually saying that, Matthew Vaughn, then okay, I want to hear what he has to say.
Well, I mean, we basically played it, but I mean, there was more that was highlighted by who wrote this article? Was it John? But yeah, so now in a Screen Rant article or interview with Screen Rant, he basically claims that when he was on that podcast that he was making a joke.
And from a guy like Matthew Vaughn, I would actually believe that. If it was almost any other director, I would probably say bullshit, because how many times we always call bullshit on these streams? Like
right.
Almost.
But he also follows up with but for me now, if someone asked me, I would. Would you do it? Of course he would.
Well,
for me to get back into a world of somebody else's characters and other franchises. I mean, I was joking. I said this as a joke, and now, yeah, maybe I would do it. I think it's one of those things that I think sometimes, you know how like directors kind of test the water.
I was going to say the problem with this whole interview is beyond the Star Wars shit, because there's other stuff in here.
Yeah.
He's clearly lobbying for work.
Yes.
Big time hardcore in this article.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sucked on James Gunn's nuts for a while. I mean, he talks some smack about Marvel, but other than that, like a lot of it sounds like he's just lobbying for gigs and testing the waters.
He took shots at Hollywood in general the week before at NYCC. He took a lot of shots.
Yeah, he doesn't take
that interview.
He doesn't take prisoners though. I mean, this is a guy that's like legit not the mainstream. And you know,
wait a minute now, isn't he one of the JJ acolytes?
Maybe, but let's just say if he is, he's clearly the exception to someone who actually respects source material. I don't know if he is an acolyte, and even if he is, I look at what his body of work and say, okay, I love the Kingsman, I love X-Men First Class, I love Kick-Ass. I know he's doing that.
He's a lot like JJ, where he can start shit, but he never finishes it.
But he actually, he made the best X-Men movie.
He also started the whole like, excuse me, Planet of the Apes thing too, didn't he?
I don't. Matthew Vaughn.
Well, actually,
he was supposed to do He was supposed to do the sequel to Man of Steel that never. Sorry, he wasn't supposed to. They talked to him, and it fell through. You know what? He would have made a far better Superman flick than Zack Snyder ever would have. It ain't even close.
All I'm going to say is,
Wyatt, I'm sorry.
Matt Vaughn did a great job with Kingsman, and
that first movie with the action, woo!
Yeah. And the third movie, especially.
Oh, the Kingsman.
Kingsman, the first movie, you're right.
Well, okay, so he's been involved with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch,
good film,
Layer Cake, Stardust, Kick-Ass, X-Men First Class, obviously Kingsman, Kingsman, The Golden Circle, and then The Kingsman. So, I mean, I don't think he was ever involved with J.J. Abrams, but, he has a good body.
No, I was thinking of somebody else. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. But let's just pretend that if he was, though, seriously, he's the exception to the rule. And that's good because he literally, wants to respect the material of what a creator did when it comes to working on something. Like, when you look at a lot of especially in the first Kick-Ass, go rewatch that movie, especially if you don't have a good memory of it. There's a lot of layering of the way it looks like comic book panels and stuff. And he gets John Romita Jr., for further context, he's the artist on Kick-Ass. He adds a lot of John Romita Jr.'s original art for the movie to, acknowledge, hey, this is the guy who did the comic. We're going to have him do art for the movie as well. And also, he has the characters at comic shops, just like those books do. He respects the source material. He's a rare director. Oh, I'm going to get it. Matthew Vaughn he's like Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi is an actual fan of Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he's also older.
Guys like him.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's also older. So you have a lot of dedication to the material that he's working with, as Nick is saying, but you also have a confidence in yourself. A lot of young directors are going to do whatever the studio wants them to, which is why Marvel casts directors, right?
Right.
They bring in people with no experience and say, you want to direct a Marvel movie or Marvel TV show, don't you? And we're going to tell you how to fuck it up. Expressly how to do that. And you're going to do it.
Man, I really wish I still had. I've read this before Corey bounced. Because Crunch Porch Conservative said for $2, has anyone noticed that Corey and Nick could pass for Coulter's sons, with Nick being the elder son and Corey the younger one?
Well, that's actually factually accurate. I am like a week or two older than Corey. We're both in the same year and same month.
Yeah.
And so, Coulter would be our dad.
I mean,
back sperm donor.
Back when I was touring the States, that could be true.
So that means you mated with Lemmy and created me?
I don't know.
Yes. Yes. 100%. It was a mixture.
So Lemmy nutted in you, and you gave birth to me.
No, I think it was just like a blender effect.
On that note, I'm going back to super chat.
There was like a crossover. Like,
Oh,
like,
it is a crossover.
Tim,
all
Tim
right.
Hayes, member for 9 months. That's a whole baby. He says, "Hail, hail to you, sir."
Hail.
Help.
Also, Pino Shays helicopter tours for $5. Says comics. Can you check PP4? A receipt for Dallas stuff. Sorry I'm late. Just want confirmation so I can go back into hiding while investigating government.
I love Pinochet.
What was PP4?
That's PayPal.
Oh.
It's for the giant bag of merch
the
that he
Dallas
wants.
merch that I've got.
Yes, I will check PayPal. Sorry.
Oh, can I mention something?
After I read the super chat.
Yes.
For $2 from Pinochet's helicopter tours, which version is preserved in the Library of Congress?
This it's the original. For years, George tried to shove the special edition on them, and they wouldn't.
They said no.
And you can actually go see it. You have to make an appointment, I think, and then you go in. Yeah, but people can go see the original first 3 films through the Library of Congress. Yeah,
Or you can go to eBay and get some VHS tapes and a VCR.
Or you can just download the 4K versions that are out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, despecialized 4K with the
pressure.
pressure.
Don't need the specialized anymore.
No, but I also have the Laserdisc version.
With the despecialized and the lined up soundtrack, it looks amazing.
Well, I've got the 4K 80 and 4K 83, and they look amazing.
Then you need to
So
send
did they release the 4K version?
Yeah,
No.
they have culture. Are you not aware of this? There are
No.
people that have gotten reels of Star Wars, and they have now remastered the original versions from actual reels, recolor timed, cleaned them up, put them out in multiple different versions of complete 4K scans of the original films. They're in the midst of working on Empire Strikes Back still, but Jedi and Star Wars are done, and they look amazing.
Dude, send those to me, bro.
They're huge. But
Send them to me.
Yeah,
I've
actually been looking for a better place to find them because I don't know which version I have offhand. The one that I got was the 2 that I have are from friends, but I guess there's some versions that have DNR, or you can get versions without DNR. I want the versions without DNR.
I'm looking for Star Wars, not Friends. So Star Wars.
I get it. But I'm trying to find a better download source. Is my point.
Like Friends.
Wow.
And there's a website that's like 4K 77 Project or something like that you go through, but I don't know how to navigate it to find where you download them.
All right.
So I'm dumb.
Okay. Toxic Man Flu has been a member for 10 months. That means the baby has been delivered and is a month old. And he says, comics, I'm your father.
Yeah, that means the baby.
If you are, that's fucking impressive, buddy.
That's probably
I am not the father.
all I know is it's probably neglected by now.
Indeed. Eric K, also a member for 10 months, which means the baby has been delivered and has been neglected for a month. He says, these men like meat, especially my sauce.
True story. True story.
Very true. Very true.
Only in Vegas.
We're sauce meter.
And we all know if it happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas.
It did.
And that's just the gift that keeps on giving.
It didn't. I still have Eric's cooler I got to return. So there you go.
Wow. Is that what you're calling it? Is that what you're
Yeah.
calling your ass these days?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
No, we're calling his ass a disaster.
I just realized that I forgot to remove it from the scene before.
Yeah, that was a great job. Great job.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you too, buddy. Fuck you too.
Huh?
No whammies. No whammies.
No whammies. Now, if you want to reset it up, Talks. Actually, since we've been talking about Disney and their poor performance, we can
merchandise here.
We can talk about how Nelson Peltz is
We could do that.
worming his way back into Disney. Actually, I wouldn't call it worming. It's probably going to improve it. If
We can
anything.
also talk about this re-release of Escape from the Planet of the Weaves. If you want.
Oh my God!
Wow,
Corey, Culture, and Nick.
You know, I
see.
It's a backwards planet where people are hairy, yet none of the hair is real.
That's pretty accurate. Actually.
This summer, Culture Casino stars in Escape from Planet of the Weaves.
Okay, that's why there was the dramatic pause.
Rated R.
yeah.
Or
All I know-
retarded.
What the fuck? Anyway, I'm not that short.
Yes, you
Well, that
are.
was fucking random.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, he knows
randomly
he's-
blurs out. I'm not that short.
I am hairy. Yeah,
Culture is now he's trying to get ahead of the narrative going around that
Fox, if you want to go and configure the next scene, I had the video showed.
Look, I want to promote this. This is the leather patch hat that we had last year in Dallas. I'm
Special
ordering.
appearance by Charlton Heston. It's fake. It's all fake. You liars. None of this hair is real.
I give up.
What was that you were showing there? Oh.
This is the Dallas leather patch hat from last year. There will be a new leather patch hat next year in Dallas, but these hats
Did you
are
save
going
me
to be
one?
no. But these hats are going to be reordered and available only on the Beach Punk website. So if you want one, that's the last chance you got. So
I'm not
it'll
paying
be
for it.
For an extra $40. For an extra $40, I will go buy a salt and pepper wig and tack it onto the back of that hat.
There you go. but you can definitely have a salt and pepper wig attached to the hat, courtesy of Toxic Man Flu. But these hats will be ordered and available on the website, all run by the great and powerful Flu.
They're unbelievable.
When you check the site next week, these will sometime be available there, based on when.
And what website is that again? Culture Casino?
It is
Beachnut.
What am I doing?
Beachpunk.us. That's right.
That's right.
I'm gonna go
Beachnut.
reserve beachnut.us right now.
Beachnut.
That's right.
Or Big
Beachnut. Well, that's going to be like Nick's Nuts. That's what it's going to be. We're going to do Beach Nuts.
Beach nuts.
Right.
This is
And
where we nut it.
And so we say,
This
Nick
is
So you
where
started
we
this
out on the
website, but when are we
beach.
supposed to start our bar, dude?
Oh, no, the bar's coming. I mean,
Oh my God, the
Oh.
cocktails.
Culture Casino Gay Bar coming to you. Coming to you in
no. I mean,
2028.
you don't have to be gay to go to the bar. You can go there if you're anything.
Wait.
I'll
When did we?
Culture
When did
just
we
chooses
decide it
to
was
be
going to be a
to go
gay
to the
bar?
No, I didn't say it was. Somebody else said that. I was just saying you don't have to be. But not that there's anything wrong with that.
You didn't discuss making it a gay bar with me. Is it going to be like a leather bar or what?
Only
It's going to be a
comics is
bear
there.
bar is what's going to be.
No.
A bear bar?
Everybody's going to
Bears and
think I'm
Sasquatches
gay
everywhere.
too.
Well, yeah.
Gonna start thinking?
Well, they'll think I'm a bear.
I think you're a what?
Ooh.
We
get
this went downhill real fast. Do we even need to have articles now? I think we're good.
No.
I don't
But
know,
honestly,
we just need the Han Solo, because I know this man
It's not
does.
Han Solo. That's ham sandwich.
Yeah, he does many things by Han Solo.
can we need like Adam Kriegler, like to be on.
Kriegler. Yeah, well,
Kriegler.
what?
Kriegler.
Is it your
I'm
Spider-Man
Kriegler.
or Kriegler.
Kriegler.
Koofy.
I like Adam Kriegler's BBC. He's got really good coffee.
I'm gonna not touch Adam's big black coffee.
I'm not touching that one.
Well, I already did.
Oh, I don't know if Adam's still here. It's pretty funny because
Well,
I'm
I hope
sure
he
he's
gets
in
the
bed.
replay.
yeah.
Oh,
But
that's true.
I've been meaning to ping him to let him know because I made some Covfefe blend the other day and
It's
damn,
so
it's
good.
good fucking coffee.
Right?
Coffee
It's
blend.
Dude,
Covfefe.
so good.
Covfefe blend.
Fefe is phenomenal.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is fucking amazing coffee.
It makes
There's
your place
only-
smell amazing too. Like seriously, like you
Yeah,
just
there's
like
only one coffee I like more than that Covfefe, and that's the macadamia vanilla nut fresh roasted coffee from Kauai. That's it. That's the only one that I've ever had that outshines the Covfefe blend. And they dry roast it right when you order, and it comes in great bag. It's just phenomenal coffee.
It is. Fucking
And I only
amazing.
sucked Adam's dick twice.
Oh wow, I'm
Commercial.
definitely.
Does it taste like coffee?
What's happening now?
I have no idea. I'm just doubling down, sir, because that's what I do.
I'm just trying to sell hats, but it's fine.
Anyway, so Nelson Peltz, who
oh yeah, this guy, he's an investor.
Yes, he is. He's an activist investor, if you know what that means.
Well, I mean, and again, that term is thrown around a lot.
It is thrown around a lot, but I think most people don't know what it means.
No, an activist investor just means somebody who's active in their trading and not passive like most people. Most people invest through things like, I don't know, 401ks or a set of funds. And this dude actually gets down in the ground and actually says, you're going to fucking do this or I'm going to make your life hell. That's an activist investor.
Yeah, so he is the founding partner of Trian Fund Management.
Yes, he is.
Which has purchased a lot of Disney stock because they are
mega buttloads.
Which basically makes them a. I'm trying to remember what kind of
investment firm right now.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to remember when you own someone. I think he's not a major shareholder, but he's a gigantic one.
The magic word is institutional. There.
Is it institutional?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you have individual ownership, and then you have institutional ownership. Institutional ownership would be like Blackstone, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard.
Right.
Yeah.
Culture's Left Nut.
Yes, that too. So as we all know, Disney stock has been tanking for very obvious reasons because, well, Disney sucks. And they've been doing shit that's pissing people off. And which has basically caused their brand to massively suffer. And so he basically wants to go in and fix things.
Yeah, he does.
So the question is, how is he going to fix things? Because a lot of it is the fact that I don't know if a lot of this stuff that could be the damage that has been caused can be easily reversed.
Well, there's no easy here. Easy was long fucked long ago at this point, like 8 years ago. Was the proper fucking happened 8 years ago. But it will take equally as long to unfuck it. Mm-hmm. That's probably the best way to describe it. So, and I got asked a question in chat. I'm gonna answer just directly. Peltz alone can make everything very uncomfortable for Disney. He already did, and he walked away. He walked away the last time around. Less than a year ago, he was dropping his nutsack in their mouth and said, teabag this bitch.
Well, and a lot of it was because he was trying to get an active seat on the board. They basically denied him. Yeah. I don't think he really went away. I think he's just been more biding his time.
He was. That's exactly what he was doing. And he gave them just exactly the right rope and exactly the right measurements so that Iger could hang him and the company. So this time around, he's looking for board seats. I'm thinking 3, maybe 4.
Well, the article mentions 2, but it could potentially be that.
Well, I'm just saying it's going to be bigger than that. And one of them is for himself. Now, every time this guy has gone about this strategy, he's been successful. Even if he didn't land the board seat. I mean, look at what he did with Procter & Gamble was fascinating. What he's about to do to Disney is going to be I'm going to say it's an ass ramming by a 12-dick walrus with sandpaper condoms. That's about what's going to happen to Disney. Wow. And he's going to
specific Culture Casino.
Well, yeah, but he's going to do that because he's going to ask people to throw in with him. There are enough people, conservative people, I'm going to use that term loosely, enough people that are in the middle of the political spectrum, maybe even slightly left, but all the way through the right side, that own Disney shares in some way. They're going to throw their proxy behind this guy. Plus, he has lots of billionaire friends. You might have heard of one of them, kind of famous. Used to be like a Marvel guy. His name's Ike Perlmutter. He's probably going to drop his socks in this rock, too. And so you're going to see this Goliath versus David. And David's actually going to rock this giant pretty hard. I would say you're going to see some board shifts, and you're going to see a little bit more data coming out of Disney than you've seen in a long time, because they're out of excuses. If they give up the one thing that we know for a fact they can't reasonably give up without sacrificing their fiduciary duty to shareholders, is the dividend. And that was one of the points that he got Iger to concede to last time around. There is no way no way they can issue anything close to a reasonable dividend because they would have to be very, very profitable.
Well, they can't at this point, right? And he wants them to do it by 2025. He wants to get them profitable enough by 2025 to where they can start issuing dividends again.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are not familiar, typically, if certain stocks do very well, the owner of said stocks get a dividend. And obviously, when things go really poorly, you stop getting them, which is where Disney is at right now. Culture, I don't know if you want to add to that or anything.
Oh, you did a brilliant job. I mean, you sounded almost like Valiant Renegade for 12 seconds.
Oh, okay.
You guys remember over the past month or so when Culture barely talked on most of the streams? That was awesome.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was amazing.
Wait, I mean, no, these are my.
No,
Just teasing, CC.
No, I love it, and you guys are a lot of fun, and I mean, sometimes it's better.
I think Culture got his groove back, or he got a coffee enema, or one of those two.
No, I am 90% healthy right now.
He
That
shoved
is
a full bag of Krigler up his ass, and he's ready to go.
Oh boy,
he's a brewing.
That's right.
His ass
You got
is brewing.
Next up from Krigler Coffee, it's beans passed through Culture's body. It's Kofafe Culture.
it's fine.
Culture Fefe.
Nice mug, Culture Fefe. That's it.
By the way,
We
you
have
can
a good
drink
coffee or tea.
You can drink your Adam Krigler Kofefe blend out
That's
of
Krigler.
a Beach Punk mug. That's right. You can get your very own, oh my God, the cock mug in black. Big black coffee mug right here. It's with your own
nice
your own
BBC in your hand.
with
I
your
even
own.
have nude pictures of Culture. I will put on a mug for you personalized if you want.
What?
Oh, wait.
No. Oh, or you could
was
get
I
a
not
mug
muted?
with the Beach Punk logo, the big wave right here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to shill our product because nobody else does it. Okay. Fine.
Oh, thank you.
That was directed at you, comics dude.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
going to get comics.
Mr.
at face.
Well,
Division.
here's the thing, Culture. You got to understand one thing. There is nobody a bigger shill than you, so it's
True story.
kind of hard to compete. It really is.
This isn't a competition, folks. It's not. You're both winners.
Hey,
Well,
we're both
actually,
great.
you're both
No,
losers. in
We're
my
both,
book.
both losing big time. I guess. I have no idea. Hello. How are you guys? Radioactive for $5 says
Thank
Disney
you. Hey,
is
Radioactive.
trading at 67 times earnings. That's 5 times the historical average for the S&P 500. Stock is still overpriced
Yes.
by 500%.
Easily. Okay, so one of my friends sent me some stock tracking stuff and said it would if you were looking at this stock as you know what its pure cash value is, it's $27 a share. And I was like flabbergasted. First of all, I think fair. What's funny is the inverse is like probably what their value is, which is $72 as far as the market is concerned. That's where like analysts are like thinking that what it's available. But if you're looking at those numbers, $27. Thank you, Radioactive. $27 would be right in the ballpark. Like 27, like the $29. Think about how like crazy that is for what Disney is valued at right now. And in fact, the entire Dow industrial average, the stocks that make up the Dow, almost all of them are in so overpriced that it's unfathomable. And it's one of the reasons why we've had unrealistic financial expectations for a long period of time. We are demanding an overperformance of corporations that's not feasible. And it's why there is kind of an inflection point that we're at where labor can't keep up with the demands of the market.
Is anything like scissoring?
Yes, indeed. Yeah. But anyway, so I just went through a bunch of stuff that nobody cares about. I apologize. So there you go.
Yeah, it's fine.
I tried to make it more exciting by adding the scissoring thing.
Yeah, it was.
You did. Eric Carey, remember, folks, to sub to Culture Casino, 25,000K, Mankini, and Stripper Pole stream will be happening. Tip enough, and he will have whipped cream on the nipples. Wow.
Okay.
That's, again, oddly specific.
25,000K, that's a conversation. 25K? No.
So that means 15K pigtails is now easy peasy.
15K pigtails.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nice.
Where's that coming from right now?
Oh, no, you
25K,
started it with the topless stream.
Now, hold
and
on
it's just
just
going to
one-
escalate from there. That's
1 second.
25K, he's just gonna wear some Lululemons with some
Wait,
of those
wait,
underwear
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa,
separates
whoa,
your
hold
balls
on.
from your dick.
Is
Okay,
that
but
the
sticking out there.
Lululemons? Is
Wait
that
a
what he's
minute.
doing?
Wait a minute. There is a difference between 25K and 2,500K, which is what comics said. 2,500K, we can talk. That's like 2.5 million, right? Am I doing the math right there? 2,500K. No, actually, wait.
Oh, no.
That's way more than that. So yeah, if I'm at
my
2.5
God, the
million-
cock.
Well, that was not fun.
So you're saying you want to subject more people to that pain?
I'm just saying. If I
Like
get
2.5 million people have to go through that pain.
I look, I will do what was the name of the dumb character guy? The guy that played the dumb character, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I might rock that
The
man
slingshot.
at 2.5 million.
All right.
Shit.
We're gonna Stone Cold Steve Austin this because there's about 70 plus of you on Rumble and almost 200 of you on YouTube. But
2.5
you want to
million
see Culture
subs.
Casino wear pigtails on 15K? Give me a hell yeah in the chat.
Oh, hell yeah.
2.5 million.
Let's get those hell yeahs in the chat.
Actually, I really don't want to see it. So
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's the thing. You encourage him to do it, so he actually does it, and you don't watch the stream because you don't want to see it.
and you definitely don't go on it like I did for the last one.
Well, that's your own damn fault.
Yeah, it was.
The comments are coming.
But let me tell you,
Oh.
the classiest topless guy we had on that stream was Brahma.
I was wearing a tie still.
They were.
Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, Tina Bojan, also a member for 9 months.
Yeah.
That's a whole child. Says hell yeah. So,
Yeah, we also have some super chats.
That's just another bad take from Bad Take Tina.
Billy Go Moon. Hell no. I mean, yeah.
that was hilarious. Joe, Hail Dick's Vision. Fucking scissoring for Tom.
Yeah.
Ocean Man.
That was the other fat white dude, that said that.
Yeah.
Scissoring.
He's also bald, like you.
Yeah, I know. It's easy. I know all us white fat dudes.
Well, no, he's
He looks good on me.
I can pick you guys apart. He is English, and you're
not
American.
Yep.
I thought it was a New Zealander.
I love that. That's the only differential you can come up with.
Yep.
You have movie knowledge, and he has video game knowledge.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Darius, for $5 says, how much for Culture to dress like Rooster Boy from Kids in the Hall?
Y'all got some weird kinks.
I would pay for that.
I don't remember Rooster Boy.
Dude, you're hanging out the Dicks division.
I think it was McKinney played him.
McKinney was
Had big
he was
old
one of the weird
chicken feet and
Hi.
like a
You
ring
know what?
neck type thing.
You know what?
I don't want to play this game no more.
That sounds like a Thanksgiving special. We should.
You know, Mrs. Flew was traveling last week. She took a picture and sent me. They had a living wall.
Oh, I know.
It was a cutout cock
Yes.
chicken,
Yeah.
and it had plants growing out of it. I'm like, she sends me this text. She goes, "It's Culture." I'm like, yes, it is.
I think Belle meant to mute herself.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Sounds like a dog had the shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Can anybody mute her?
Yeah, we muted her.
Okay. So
I wasn't sure as like if she was trying to say
Before she
something or
said
get our
something
attention.
bad.
here's the fun
She
thing.
was far away from the mic.
If you plant the cock with edible plants, you can eat my cock.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
yes, it will
Wow,
be able to.
that's,
that's not enough
Wow.
to feed a single Ethiopian.
Oddly specific yet again.
Oh, hey, hold on a second.
I've told you this before. I'm not that kind of man, Culture.
possibly be. Cody Guy says happy Sunday. Lord Runner, Jaffo, Mr. Dragon. Six wants me to do ponytails on a live stream. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. I might consider doing that. Todd Tyler is here. Six wants me to do ponytails on a live stream. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. As I said in the chat, 15K subs. I might.
There it is. Proof.
I might possibly consider is not. I'm going to do that.
CNN,
I might
baby.
possibly consider.
Not according to that video.
Inevitable.
I said I would possibly consider that.
This
Yeah,
is by
people
far
are
the
kind of
best
sort of-
topic-driven show ever.
Tops.
I blame Brahma. I blame Brahma.
I was going to say, in this one time, I don't think it's my
Pops.
fault that it went off the rails. It was already off the rails before I got here.
Yeah,
No,
this
I
show
think
was
we're gonna
fucked
blame-
from
You're
the
just
beginning.
trying to make yourself feel better. It's fine though.
We're
No,
going to
I'm
blame
very sure.
Southern Belle for her dog. That's what we're going to do.
Southern Belle tonight with the butthole cut.
That's right.
Oh my god!
Wow, buddy, getting a little frisky there, aren't you?
Damn.
Oh my god!
Well, no, apparently something else was frisky in Belle's background, but no, it's fine.
Well, is the sequel to the butthole cut called the anal fissure?
Hey now,
Oh, there it is.
I thought I thought that was called the Marvels.
Oh,
Wow, that was
Damn.
that was some kind of special.
holy crap. It's Alec Baldwin.
Oh! Look out!
Watch
We
out.
got shot this time,
Everybody get behind him.
but definitely don't get in front of him.
Don't
No.
stand in front of him.
Yep.
That's right.
You know, it's like 99 cameramans on the film of Rust. 99 cameramans on the film. Alec takes one down.
Pass it around.
98. Yeah. Takes one down. Shoots him in the crown. 98 cameramen on the movie Rust.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in poor taste. I
That-
wish
that-
to
that
apologize
was.
to the poor people.
You should
I
apologize.
said apologize.
You should apologize.
I
Not just to me, the
apologize.
audience, but to God for embarrassing him. That was random. Anyway,
And your fashion sense.
yeah, there's that too. Have you guys heard of Fast?
Fast and the Furious.
No, just Fast. You guys know what Fast is?
Do I look like I know what fasting is?
No,
No,
you do not.
it's not.
I didn't do my pre-reading.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, Gilded.
You know,
That's
you know,
right.
you know what Tubi is, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Tube
Fast.
Snake Boogie.
Oh,
Oh, we know what fast is. Where was it? Where was you on that one? Culture, Jesus.
you mean the free ad-supported streaming tier?
Yeah,
Yes.
that.
Free
Yeah,
ad-supported television. So what you mean is it's television.
It's an anagram or whatever.
Yeah,
they call it.
it's an anagram called Fast.
An anagram.
That's a big word for Tom.
What to who?
That's a huge one.
You know what? I
Round of
need one of
applause
those
for
the
that.
more you know things.
The more Tom knows.
We just need a picture of Tom. So what we need, Tom, is you looking down at one of your movies or reading a book, and then we go, and more Tom knows, and you turn to the camera and smile. I think that would be
Yeah.
great.
Oh wait, my hetero life mate can read. Check it out.
Okay.
I'll get closer. Oh, Jesus.
You just call me
Reading the
that.
Necronomicon. Look at that.
Well, hang on. Let's.
Make me big.
There we go.
Can you make it big?
I did.
You make your own. You make your own.
Oh, that's it. And then we just need a Cthulhu to kind of just jump on your head.
I'll give you one from the side, too, because that's what you originally wanted.
Hey Tom, I need to ask a question while you're big. Why is Bat Tom
There it is.
like getting jerked off by Elf on a Shelf?
Yeah.
He paid him good for a handy. It's actually just the angle. His arm's like way over here.
It's all about the
Good.
angle, folks.
All about the angle.
Well,
as
the
she
elf
says.
You know,
was
the
like,
funny thing is, it's for me.
Angle of
It's
the
being
dangle over the
blocked by the
cubit of the
live
cubit.
icon, so I can't even see it. It's funny.
elf is like, oh my god, the back cock.
Is that the Crypt Keeper elf on the shelf?
Oh no!
That's the dead elf on the shelf.
That is awesome.
Andy sent me that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Or whatever he calls them. I think he calls them dead elves. I don't remember. Or scary
Is that
elves.
Nancy Pelosi?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It's a Nancy Pelosi doll.
Was
Or
Nancy
Diane
Pelosi? Did she die recently?
Well, no, Diane Feinstein, maybe.
Yeah.
Eats
There you
dragon.
go.
No. Okay.
Hi. Yeah, that's
Hi.
Elliot. Not to be confused with Elliot Page.
Elliot.
Not to be confused with Elliot.
Yeah. So everything old is new again, like cable.
Yeah.
Which actually
Here's
makes
the
sense.
Batcom box.
Oh wait, do you have it?
Yeah, I showed it.
Oh, okay.
That's not the box I was thinking he was talking about.
No.
Batwoman.
That one was a bit furrier.
Hey.
Oh, that Tom's box.
Is that this? That's so. What you need now is you need Andy to make Bat Tom a muff.
Like a merkin?
No, like a winter muff for him to put his hands in.
Oh, that was like you could misconstrue that really easily.
Yes.
I don't. Unless, only if
Back in my day, muff meant something completely different.
Yeah. Now there's no such thing. It's all bald.
Yes.
Back in the 70s, there was so much hair, even our genitals had sideburns.
It looks like Osama bin Laden's beard.
So
Oh my god,
curly
that thing's alive.
and bushy.
Nice beaver.
Yeah. So fast. Yeah, basically free advertising, streaming. Yeah. You guys get it.
Yeah.
It's basically cable.
Yeah,
You don't have to pay
free cable.
free cable. Which makes sense for the most part. I mean, that was one thing that kind of, well, I guess it kind of makes sense. Why cable would charge you, mainly because of the fact that they had to put boxes and shit in your house and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, that's all coming to an end though, for the most part. I think it's kind of funny that Plex is number one.
Well, here's where it would take Culture Casino 20 minutes to explain to you that in the past, this is where the money they used to be able to make by getting licensing fees from the cable companies. Okay. And then they also would make money on the other end in advertising. So they were making money on both ends. Kind of like a hooker who goes both ways.
Oh,
Did
like
you just
Johnny Dangerously's mom.
Did you compare the cable industry to basically being hookers that
I did.
went both ways?
They are complete whores.
All right, I need to address
DirecTV will
something
offer
here.
you a Z job.
I know we're having a wonderful discussion about that. I need
But
to
now what
address
Plex has become is just a free advertising platform where they're not making nearly as much revenue as they used to.
Now, they
Can
lost
I just
some-
say one thing?
Hang on. Talk to me, Anthony. What was that?
I want to say something here to Argentum. To say that we are slightly more organized chaos than F&T is really demeaning.
I would go with slightly more retarded.
Yeah, I was sitting there going to go, if you're going to go...
I mean, me getting
complete-
kicked down
would
here is
say-
like me getting kicked to the minors, for fuck's sake.
I would
was
say hardly
gender swap,
organized.
for fuck's sake.
Hardly organized and retarded is the best way of describing us.
Yeah, I
We
came on
have
the
mental
stream.
disabilities. We're the short bus version.
And hail George the Giant Slayer.
What's up, George?
Hey,
I was
George.
gonna. That was what I was trying to
George.
do. Say hi to George. You meanies. Hi, George.
Send
Listen,
him,
I started
send him the
putting this
link,
shit
and he
together
can
7
complain
minutes
about
ago.
this shit too. Not about this Plex crap, but about this fucking thing you guys are using to stream with. Wait, am I on the button where everybody can hear me again?
Yeah, everyone can hear
Yes.
you. Yeah.
What
Dude,
happens
you
when I
gotta
press
figure that out.
I don't know how to do this.
You can't because you're not a producer.
So can the stream hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
I mean, out there,
I mean-
somebody in the chat say if they can.
Is
hear
that
me.
you, God?
Chat, can you hear Talks or not?
Awkward. I mean, check.
Is that
Why
you?
is
Meanwhile,
God
we're
talking to
dead
me?
silent while we're listening to Talks
Yeah.
talking backstage.
I know.
This is fantastic.
And I can't hear anybody else but God.
Is that you, God? It's me, Brie Larson.
Is that
So
you, God? It's
they
me,
can hear
Bat Tom.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I could press that button. I don't know what it means.
So can you see what I'm doing even if I have the covers over me?
Yes.
Because now
You're jerking
I press,
off. Yes, we know.
press Brahma's button.
Is
and
it still a
apparently-
sin?
I don't know
Stop
what
pressing my button.
Maybe.
Don't press.
I
my
showed
button.
off Bat Tom earlier, Andy. I don't know if you were here to see it.
Press Southern Bell's button. Oh wait.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm gonna unpress that.
Hello.
It's against
Hey
the rules.
now, is your funk on? Kind of weird.
Argentin
Yeah.
says he can't hear me. Can you say that again?
What's happening now?
We are both-hearted. We are much. In fact, I sent a text to both Culture and Comics today.
You did.
Telling them that I was a fucktard.
So when God's speaking to me, can God only hear me, or does everybody hear me
I
talking? like
guess.
I'm
I
cool?
don't know. I'll have to research that and figure out what it is.
I don't know.
But
Hang
Did
on,
everybody
hang on,
hear me?
hang on.
I can
Yes.
hear
So
you.
retarded that we spell retard with one R.
Okay. So do we have the
Tom, you don't have a button.
Retarded.
Tom,
don't
you don't
have
have
a
a mute
button.
button.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Do we have the segment clip put together so I can read the shit that fucking Talk sent me this morning?
Oh, I need. Oh no, that's my next one. I got to do.
Nude photos of the flu.
This is messed up. First thing this morning, Talk sends me morning bigots. Thanks. Then he said the sun came up, so no Armageddon.
Were we expecting one? Was there one in the forecast?
Man,
I don't know, but I said Armageddon it, and he said, Def Leppard. And I said, yep. And then Ian said, good news, guys, no cancer.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think I told anybody besides you guys.
I had no idea that you were supposed to have cancer.
And
I'm sorry to hear you didn't get it. I guess I don't know.
No,
what to
no,
say to that.
no. It's the opposite, Tom. I'm happy that I didn't get it.
I love it when I can get dogs going that bad.
I didn't know that was a secret.
Oh,
yeah. By the way, I wasn't
Hey,
kidding.
a joke that's funnier about cancer than the entire Thor: Love and Thunder movie. Fuck you,
That's
Taika
true.
Waititi.
So anyway, I don't know if I told the audience this, but so
Not really.
I think you did it on a member stream a couple months back. But
I don't remember. Anyway,
you
my
did
memory.
say something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So PSA. Long story short, is my PSA was high. Got a this kind of dragged on for a good part of this year. Actually, ended up having a biopsy last Wednesday, which is wasn't planning on being on the stream, but I was completely fine, and I was like, okay, we could do the Wednesday stream. Got the test results; they're negative, so I don't have cancer.
We're very happy.
Yay! And trust me, I was very happy to hear that.
Unlike Mighty Thor, who had cancer and died.
You were actually
that was
pretty
the chick.
perky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You
was
were actually pretty perky Wednesday for where they entered.
Here we go.
Oh boy!
I was asleep for it.
I didn't need any of that. I didn't
Comics
need
Dr. Harry Fingerman says everything's fine.
Well, the funny thing too is that the doctor. I told Tox this. And he thought it was kind of funny. Doctor asked me, he's like, what we're doing? He's like, yeah, you're shoving something up my ass.
Oh shit!
It's hilarious.
And
So
the
to get off
scary
this
part
I don't
was he's
think he
like, I
found
can
it
feel
that
the
funny.
tube, and he's like, it's not the tube.
It's not the tube.
Well, the good news is, Tom, is that I was asleep for being raped, so it's fine.
And you're like, finger, and he's like, not my finger.
That's a fist, buddy.
But yes, long story short is I don't have cancer. thank God.
So here's a text stream that I'll read. At 9 p.m., Comics Division sends me a text. Where are you at? Because I was so organized it wasn't on the stream.
Yeah, I'm sucking dick.
I responded back to him, sucking dick. That is what I told him.
By the way,
I didn't know you do that for free.
No, not for free.
Then you must be good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I got a lot of crack off of that.
Never do
stuff when I
anything
was
you're good at
homeless.
for free.
Mrs. Flu is so proud.
Ian,
So is his mother.
coming back for more anyway.
There's a 20-year period Mrs. Flu wasn't around.
Now I have
Asshole.
derailed the show. Don't test me. I will be worse.
Eric K. Tox can press the button, but he does not know what it means. At least that is what Mr. Flu says.
I think I found the button so I can say,
That's a well spent $5 right there.
That was.
Diablo tame. And the doctor said, for me, it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Wow, Diablo game. That is because of what Yellow Flash does. It was a Tuesday. I freaking that intro is still the best
That's
thing.
from Street Fighter.
I know, but it's still the best thing ever. I'm like, oh my god!
You killed my whole family and destroyed my whole village. I don't remember doing that.
For me,
That was a
it was a Tuesday.
For you, that was the worst day of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday.
Yeah,
That was great. Diablo Dame.
Still, the intro that Yellow Flash does that with is just kills me. I die every time.
All 25 minutes of it.
Dude, it's getting longer, and I love it even more every time.
Whoa,
So-
what?
You will
I come
what?
back, I hear you talk about it getting longer.
Yeah,
That's what happens with puberty, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, Tox.
The
we
hair
got-
on your face makes us think you've been there.
do we have any? Do we have any
I got a
Wow.
great, I got a great puberty story I could share one day with you.
I know we have another article.
I was good.
We've got like 12.
Oh shit!
We do, but do we have headlines though? Is what I was getting. at.
Oh, headlines!
No, I did not do the headlines.
Okay,
I
fair
am
enough.
so sorry.
Oh,
That's
I
fine.
love headlines.
Those
I
are
know.
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
here, well,
Yeah,
we could do
I love
this.
giving headlines.
What?
Wow.
We're gonna do something. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, Randall, we're not going to memes yet.
Oh my god.
Hercules, I'll show you some Herculean meat.
Ow! 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 It sounds like you're getting fapped on.
Sounds painful.
Penis. Entertainment that always rises to the occasion.
Even when it's drunk.
He digs deep, deep between the cracks, whether it's a cushion or an ass. It's Pixel News headlines with Toxic Man Flu.
And I didn't do them.
Brought
So
to
there
you
go.
by Pfizer.
Here's the intro for the segment we do not have.
Yeah.
I forgot to do them.
But we loaded the intro
what
into
we
the
do
new
have-
streaming software.
Hey, what we do have is the text messages we shared with you today.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but we already read them, so why run the intro?
Yeah, this is like
It was kind of
This
the
is-
outro.
Oh, sorry.
this is like trying to have sex with a chick after you already come all over her tits.
God. Think spiders. Think about spiders. Think about spiders.
Spiders,
Oh,
spiders,
hey,
spiders,
hey,
spiders.
Bell, what were
Spiders?
you
Why? Does
yelling
that-
at earlier?
Spiders.
We all heard yelling, and we're very concerned.
That's why I yell at spiders too.
Well,
Was the cat trying to make a hairball or take a crap in the room or what?
Just a picture of spiders rather than Tom's picture.
Well, I love how you come back at the most inappropriate time, too.
Yeah, I
Right.
could have said that any time before that, and you were out yelling and screaming for your pussy or whatever it was.
Whoa!
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you weren't muted.
could hear
and
you.
we heard
You-
all this stuff, and we were like, "Oh wow!"
God damn it, get back here. No.
No, get the hell out of here.
Quit trying to hump the neighbor. Get back here.
And that was just
Really
you
messed
talking to
up.
your dad, and we were like,
Your
"Wow,
dad is
Oh my
weird
God.
like that.
Wow.
yeah, stop trying to hump the neighbor, Dad."
It's a gland issue, I heard.
It's like comics
glandular.
streaming at Mad out in the bushes.
Yeah. Mad's just standing out there confused.
What the hell is going on?
Yell,
Wish I could go back to the days when I
yelling at
found a
crippled
dick.
pets in the bush. That's our new show.
Hey, speaking of the Bush guy, I mean, Mad Mardigan.
Whoa.
Gavin
I-
Rossdale?
Yeah, I need to see that guy.
Gavin Rossdale?
Well, you're not going to see him for about 10 more days.
I know, but we need to see Mad back on here on the show. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Why are we
okay.
not?
Okay.
Mad. Oh, why are we not seeing Gavin Rossdale?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he don't want to come back
Because
down
Gwen
from this cloud.
Stefani's
Oh my
No,
god!
you don't.
his life.
Guess not. Parrot Head for $2. I thought Tom liked head lice, not headlines.
Why would I like head lice? You.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because on a bald guy, you can just see him kind of crawling around. It's
I
kind
know,
of like
it's
having an ant
weird.
farm.
Oh wow.
it's an
Yeah, they
ant
don't
farm.
survive long on us.
It's a
Yeah.
bald guy's ant farm. I got you.
Oh, George is looking for the link, guys.
Oh, okay.
Told you I'll
George!
send it. I don't know how to send this shit out.
Tox is going to have to do it.
George is as good at Gilded as you are, Tom.
What's weird is George didn't text message me. I'm very sad.
I miss George. I haven't talked to George in a while. I
I
don't think
miss
George
George in a
loves
little
me
while,
anymore.
yeah.
He used to text me and call me, and now
George been working his.
he doesn't
ass
even send me flowers anymore.
George, he loves me. Yes, I know.
You don't bring me flowers.
Oh my
I was gonna do the "you don't bring me flowers" thing.
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Tom wants to be kissed from a rose.
You can't do Seal. You can't.
I don't care. I don't want to do Seal. He's too high.
Is he too high maintenance?
I wouldn't want to do him because of all the scars.
Oh my goodness!
Wow,
Those are ritual. Those are ritual.
Oh,
I don't know, but whoever Southern Belle was going after is probably scarred now.
Oh,
That was, I don't know what she
I've
was
been
screaming.
beat by
scared
every
me.
branch on the ugly tree. I've been beat. Whoops. I thought it was on that.
So
No.
it's me. The last thing you want to do is piss off a Southern woman. I'm
But
just
then he got with like Elle McPherson or something, didn't
from
he?
experience.
Oh, yeah. He
Seal
has
with
all
Elle
kinds of
McPherson.
chicks.
He married a super hot chick.
yeah, she's very pretty.
Who did he marry? Oh,
I
wow,
thought it
we
was
have
Elle
really gone off.
McPherson.
Oh, McPherson,
the,
we just said, yeah.
the supermodel, but
Pretty sure.
I'm not sure on that. I'm just trying to
I
remember.
may have got into divorce. I don't remember.
She's super
11
hot.
Alpha says it was Heidi Klum.
Heidi
One of them,
Klum, that's
Some
right.
model,
Yeah.
some model, yeah.
All I know is she was. Look, all those supermodels were worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Seal was like, all right.
Well, you know why they love him is because he's been kissed by the rose on the grave. You know, he's all sad and lonely and emo,
I thought it was because he's ribbed for their pleasure.
and he's rich.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's so good.
Hey-o.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I try. Yeah, I try.
Yeah, feels so
Shop
good.
rings.
The next thing she does.
Wow. Okay. Random
Alrighty.
first one. Yeah.
Here's a true statement from
We've
Randall.
really blown this show.
Tom
Nuh-uh.
better behave.
Show's
or else
been
they'll
blown.
Get that switch.
Wow.
Oh yeah, my grandmother used to make me go cut my own switch.
Oh God!
I
And if you
didn't
didn't
cut a
get one
green
that's big enough, yep,
oh yeah, it would be even worse.
you do not want her to go get one.
No,
We had a
focus
weeping
on-
willow in the yard.
She'll come in with a fucking tree.
Oh
Had a
damn.
willow.
Oh, weeping willow's the worst, man.
Oh,
They are by
man.
far the worst for switches.
They're like bamboo.
Yep.
Uh,
That was the first
Help it.
tree I cut down at the new house. I'm just saying.
Was a weeping willow?
Weeping willow?
That's why Southern grandmas have them in their yards.
Yeah, why would
Whoop
you
the
cut down a
kids.
weeping willow? Those are
No, you
great
just take a
trees.
branch off it and whoop the shit out of your grandchild.
Yeah, take all the leaves off first, then you
Yep.
whip
Yeah.
the child.
Yep. We actually, when I was a kid, we had a weeping willow in our front yard, and it got blown
Why
down.
do you think it's
in
called
a
the weeping
storm.
willow?
Uh,
it all got
I
blown
don't
down.
yeah.
It
They
makes
actually have pretty
Oklahoma
shallow
dry.
roots. Yeah.
Weren't a lot of trees in Oklahoma.
That
Yeah.
was the only one, and once it blew down, that was it.
Yeah, you got hurricanes, man.
5 o'clock, I texted
Oklahoma?
comics and
Tornadoes.
culture. And I said, okay, well.
Let's see if
I'm
anyone's paying
officially-
attention.
Wait.
I'm paying
What-
attention.
Tox? Hang on here. What did you say, Tox?
I said at 5 o'clock today, I sent a text to comics and culture. It says, okay, well, I am officially a fucktard today.
Nobody
So
ever
there you go.
texts me.
I need to. Well, I've tried to put you in
lie.
the group text, but you've got that 1975 cell phone.
It's an
Yeah, your
Android
Nokia
phone.
flip phone.
You just gotta be on Gilded, and that changes all your life.
Can't do that
It
either.
does.
Fuck you, Gilded.
If you have
does
I feel like
Gilded,
George
You're
actually
in the
wanted
you
to
have
link.
Gilded,
caverns.
you have everything. If you have Gilded.
Well, I was gonna say if George wanted to jump on.
Holy shit, watch out. Alec Baldwin's around again.
They're refiling charges
Get behind him. Get behind him.
Are they?
It's gonna
Oh,
go
they did already.
nowhere.
for manslaughter.
It's double jeopardy.
No, it isn't.
Well, technically, he was
Okay.
never tried the first
No, I
time,
know,
so it's
I
not
know.
double.
Can you guys tell me who this dude is?
I don't know either.
no.
He
I don't
blocked
know.
me though.
All I know is I went and somebody said something about he's blocking
the
everybody,
DC
and I was
Comics
blocked.
guy. He
He
he's
made
a
Green Lantern gay.
well,
Okay,
yes
whatever.
and no, but
He's a
that's a whole
dumbass.
other story for another day. Basically, he's a guy who's got a comic coming out Wednesday based on Alan Scott, and he's trying to morally guilt trip people into buying his comic. I watched the video with this guy, and he's trying to be like, "Hey, you should buy us because my character is, part of the alphabet box." He says not had anything to talk about what makes his story good, why it sounds good. It's just that. And then he was trying to drag CG into it, of course, because, everyone nowadays needs a boogeyman. And the CG boogeyman is a one that they just will not let go of the same way the media doesn't let go of Gamergate. And of course, he got ratioed hard. And the fact that he actually thought there's something wrong with people for saying that he shouldn't have to have a story to sell this. He thinks that this is literally good enough. The fact that he is using him being gay, that to him that's more than enough. He thought there's something wrong with people for wanting to know if there's an actual story.
Oh my God! Because I just read comic books because of arbitrary bits and not for the fucking story, dumbass.
It won't sell, but we already know that, and you know what? It's gonna bomb, and then he's gonna the same people who he's gonna beg to buy. He's gonna blame them for not supporting it, saying there's something wrong with you for not supporting my book.
Yeah, there is something wrong with me. I'm not retarded. That's the issue.
Yep.
His head looks like a mostly deflated balloon on a toothpick.
He looks an awful lot.
That's pretty
accurate, actually.
Here's the thing: I disagree with Billy Go Boom. He's not just a hack. He's a never was. He is in this position just because he checks out the right boxes for the company. He's in a time where
big shot backstage.
Oh no!
Oh, there is George. Yeah.
Oh, a super big shot, a very handsome one.
Oh, how do I?
We need to give him a proper introduction.
Well,
all right.
Do you have a Tox?
Well, Tox is going to have to create a scene for him.
George.
Well, I can add him in, and we can basically just do the dynamic scene. Hello, George.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, sir?
God, I missed you guys.
Hello.
It's been a little bit. Yeah.
It's been a hot minute for sure, man.
It has. Believe me, I missed you. I've been just working like crazy.
Man, first Krigler, now George, man. It's crazy.
Oh, I didn't know he was here.
Yeah, he was in the chat. He wasn't on stream.
He was in the chat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next, Flawed and QBG.
I think my name is too big. I can't just blocking me.
Yeah, there's.
That's why
it's
I
out
bothered
of
now. It's like
your control, George.
How do you
just pan your camera up a little bit?
Well, we can also change that.
He's a lowrider.
The next question is, why do we need names? Everybody knows who we are. We're not like Spider-Man.
How do I turn
Actually,
that
there's
I'll call you Miles
much
Morales.
less invasive name
There we go.
options, and
There you go. It's a little
Ooh,
better.
that looks a lot better.
Giant.
Giant. Yeah.
There we
I
go.
like it.
He's like Kanye. He's a giant.
Oh, that's how you turn it off. All right. Look at
Great.
that.
Yeah, if you
Look at, I
click
know what I'm doing.
click the one that says enable, they just disappear.
What's this lower thirds question mark?
Oh my god.
Correct.
Yes.
Lower thirds are like fancy banners that take like the lower third or any overlay that you produce.
I mean, not
Well,
everybody
lower
knows.
thirds on here is your nameplate.
I'll take you to production school this
Funky
weekend.
Town.
I was thinking the same thing. Funky Town.
Culture, did your beard grow a weave?
It did.
Oh, there it is.
It's
He's
a
been on the
beard
stream
merkin.
45 seconds, and he's already pounding culture in the
Heard of
ass.
a comb
That's
over, right?
awesome.
That's a comb up.
Oh, you know what? 15K subs.
Does that
Culture's
mean it's
gonna
his
do.
chest hair invading his face?
Show him the 15K video. Show him.
I heard Culture that you're gonna strip when you hit 15 or 20.
No.
Well, he took off his shirt with a bunch of guys on his
That's
10K. Oh, he's.
I
That's
saw
all I
Vaughn-
got.
Kind of very
Vaughn did
impressive.
George,
I
I,
was just-
I really missed you, George.
I missed you too, but I'm waiting. Are you going for the Gandalf look?
Sure.
I thought you shaved that.
Gay Gandalf.
Yeah.
Gandalf the gay.
Yeah, Gandalf. Gay.
Here's how stupid I am, George. I shaved it off on one of Comics' show for $100 super chat. And
For
I
I did that. It was all my fault.
I didn't see $1 of that super chat.
So for 200, will you shave? Wait, for 200, will you shave just half?
No.
You know, if I could raise 300 bucks,
You know,
we could
Culture,
wax
you
his
didn't
neck.
have to shave. That's on you, buddy.
How much for the Adolf stash?
Comics Division, Captain Passive Aggressive. Oh, that's all on you, buddy.
I made $100.
That's not
Comics is
passive
now
aggressive. That's
Canadian?
pretty much fucking reality.
Who you calling buddy, guy?
Who you calling buddy, guy?
You going, pal, friend?
So I've forgotten it. Monday is politics, right? And then
No.
Thursday is gonna be-
No, we
changed.
changed that. We changed that. Yeah.
Wednesday is politics now on Rumble only because YouTube is YouTube.
Yeah.
I like
Buddy is
the
now
black and white.
officially a train wreck.
I like the black and white that Brahma's got going. That is
Thank you,
cool.
sir.
It reminds me of, I just watched that not Netflix, George. A friend of mine showed me something from Disney from a while back. It was in black and white, hunters and a werewolf and something or other.
Oh,
Was it a Razor
Werewolf
Fist
by
video?
Gay by night.
No, Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by
Gay,
night.
gay by night. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Same difference.
Yeah.
I wasn't that impressed by it. Everybody was like, "This is the greatest thing ever." I was like, "Oh, it's okay."
It looked dumb, honestly.
I'm gonna eat
I,
it.
I didn't bother watching it. I don't think anyone bothered watching it. That thing was like a fucking fart in the wind.
But everybody I
I've
kept
never heard of
hearing
it.
was saying it's phenomenal. It's that rare gem, and I'm like, okay, let me waste my 50 minutes.
What gem are we talking about?
Some werewolf by night.
Oh, the bait and switch. I mean, it was
right.
okay at best. Like Man Thing was cool, but ultimately it was not about Jack Russell's character, which it should have been. Like, yeah, they had.
Was it about his terrier?
It was about
there it
Elsa
is.
Bloodstone. It was about
Pretty
Elsa
much.
Bloodstone, and I actually like Frank Russell, The Werewolf by Night, but they had the visual look down of the show, but it ended up just being about Elsa Bloodstone and not about Jack Russell, which of
The
course
terrier?
was yet another bait and switch. And it's unfortunate because
Damn it, Brahma beat me to it.
they actually use actual stuff to make Man Thing real, not just be like a fully CG thing. So that's like the unfortunate part that they actually put in some work to make it, but still we just get surrounded by a Elsa Bloodstone project.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I saw it last year because I heard some good things, and I was just like,
It was the first break I had. I've had two. I watched One Piece and I fell in love with it, and then I was like, I had
One
another
Piece
one.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a
Loved
great
it.
fucking
Yeah, but
show.
I started watching the anime, and
Oh,
now
did you?
And now I'm like up to episode.
Now you've got 1,000 episodes to watch.
67. Yeah, and I found out yesterday. Oh, it's only 1,000.
It's only 1,000 episodes. You can finish that in like, I don't know, 20
It's only
years.
been on longer than Nick's been alive.
Yeah.
Right, but I didn't know that, so I started trying to binge it to get it done with. You know, to watch
Spoilers,
it.
they still ain't found the One Piece.
Yeah. I
Well,
got
yeah,
it.
the book is still going to this day. They're releasing 2 to 3 copies a year. Still the same writer, so Ikiro Oda.
But
Yeah,
you know
he
what?
is-
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
He is
I
brilliant,
could
yeah.
not believe the fact that I'm sitting here watching an anime and I was at one point on the edge of my seat, and at the other, I'm like, I can't believe this fight. The action had me gripped. I was just like, wow.
Dude, watch Full Metal or not watch, but yeah, read Full Metal Alchemist or watch Full Metal Alchemist
Okay.
Brotherhood. Really fucking good. And there's probably there's a really good scene with Winry, who is she's not one of the primary characters, one of the main like ancillary characters in the show.
Okay.
Fucking phenomenal work.
I'm gonna watch
It is a great manga, and the series is really fucking good. It basically follows the original manga. The original Full Metal Alchemist basically followed it to a point, but it went on hiatus, and they basically kind of made up their own ending. So,
All right. I have to interrupt and answer this question.
Okay.
How much for a reverse mohawk? Well, $200,000.
You know, they're going to go
believe you
pull that
thought
money,
about
right?
this.
They're going to go pull the money and
$200,000. I will go
That's
to my
a lot of-
hair. I will go to my
that's a
hair
lot of-
guy. I will
That's
go
a
to
lot
my
of
hair guy.
grams.
I will go to my hair guy. I will video that live.
Culture,
Okay,
you
so
rock
we'll
a,
get you-
you
so we'll
rock
get
a
you-
good skull it. If you had a
Of course,
skull
he's
it,
got a hair guy, not a hair gal. He likes
Hair
to be
guy.
touched.
He will. That way I can donate the strip that they're going to take off my head.
Okay, so
Because I'm very
200,000 rupees, right?
We are. Let's see. Today is what, the 23rd. Am I right?
so you're going to get that donation in rupees.
I am
Rupees.
no millions of dollars. These are dollars. 200,000 American U.S. dollars.
Rupees.
How do you get
Let's be
200,000
fair here. You don't
millions
wanna
of
be a
dollars?
bigot.
Well, I know.
you gonna-
I don't want 200,000 rupees. I
Are
want
you doing
200,000
Bidenomics right now?
All I'm going to say is I will do that for 200,000 American dollars. I will, and I not only will I donate my hair, I'll donate half of the money.
Okay, I'll give you a check. You cut it and then cash it.
I don't believe you. I need that money.
I need to do a stop payment on a check.
That money has to be in an escrow account. If you're really seriously about it, I would do it. That's the weird thing because I'm so dedicated to donating my hair. The problem is that I wouldn't stop at that. Of course, I would film it. You would get the opportunity to see me with a reverse mohawk, but at the same time, then I would donate the rest of my hair because I would turn into one of the balds and then we'd dominate the world.
But I'd want you to shave eyebrows.
We already do.
No, I would not shave my
eyebrows. For that
eyebrows.
kind of money, you got to like shave it all.
No, not 200 pennies. $200,000 because it would give me the opportunity to donate $100,000 to a very important charity to me, which is for breast cancer, and that's the thing.
I was going to make a joke, but you ruined it by bringing up breast cancer.
Yeah. I'm still going to make a joke because he's still pocketing $100,000.
Well, no, actually, I wouldn't because of
You said you keep half.
But it's fine.
Oh, where's Tom? Where's Bat Tom?
He's here.
Oh, he came.
He's right in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I didn't recognize the.
He's got his Halloween theme going.
He's Halloween Bat Tom.
He also has a toy, and his toy is getting a handy from the dead elf on the shelf.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a strange show, George.
It's been a show.
It's been a show.
It's been a something.
No. Oh boy, Bat Tom's back.
There we go.
There we go.
I was told that I was requested. That somebody wants my presence.
Yeah, I'm curious what you think of the new modern update of James Bond coming.
Oh, you mean we didn't get one already?
Barbara Broccoli, I saw it on Bounding that they were talking about like the next incarnation has to be, it has to follow this evolution. Like men are evolving, Bond has to evolve.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on Late Night Culture.
I'm pretty sure if I don't enjoy the non-binary, Black, Asian, Puerto Rican, insert your thing here, Bond, I'll be called an istophobe.
Gotcha.
So on that note, I pledge that if you don't have Bond go totally gay, I'm not watching this movie.
Interesting. I like
So
him.
you want Bond to go?
He wants him to be gay.
Full on gay, like completely fucking every dude in sight.
Well,
you're gonna own it.
Wouldn't be gay.
It's like bros with spies.
Exactly.
I mean, the way they were talking about it in Bounding, it's like I'm expecting he's going to go from custom Brioni tuxedos to like one of those gender-neutral jumpers. Look like
no,
a PA.
we're expecting it to go from that to Stacey Abrams.
Oh.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
The fact that you think Bond is going to be a guy is kind of cute, George.
They're going to make him a guy. It's not going to be anybody. We're going to call a guy.
They were not going to make it a woman. Him a woman.
It's not going to be a woman.
He'll just be very,
He'll
very
just make him gay.
He'll just be a better male.
He's going to be a
already
fucking
tried.
flamer. Seriously. Like, the only one who's going to probably be equally as flaming as him is whoever becomes Johnny Storm in the MCU. And they're going to have a flame off together at the rate that they're going.
You have a flame on together.
Flame on.
So you're saying culture still does have a chance at playing Bond?
Yes.
He does.
Culture would rock a really good Skullet.
Dude,
If he had
yeah.
a Skullet, I would love to see Culture in a Skullet.
The first movie should be Gay Finger. Yeah.
Gay finger.
Gay Finger.
Brown.
Weave
Man with
Weave
Brown touch.
I don't know. Wouldn't it be more? Wait, you experienced this recently, comics. What was that? What's that
In
maneuver
Her
called?
Majesty's secret working.
That's a prostate maneuver.
Tonight,
Hey, Culture, you're over 50. I'm sure you've had one done too.
Oh, yes.
Once or twice. You probably have had it done more than me at this point.
Next movie will open up on the.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Next movie will open up on the villain going.
2 hours into this show, where we're talking about our assholes being experimented
And you
on.
just said open up. What the fuck is wrong with you, Rumble? Good God.
The spy that flashed me.
Indeed. March 47, insert your thing here from Bat Tom. Thank you.
Are you standing up, Culture, or are you on a stool?
No, I'm standing.
Oh.
He's on a disco stick.
What?
Magna Norris for $20.
Hey, thank you. All right.
I would
Something
donate to the milk puppy cancer, but my grandma died of colon cancer. So before I'll probably die from my own ass.
Cancer.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, ass cancer.
Screening.
Look, guys, I'm sorry. Screen the shit out of you. I know it's a fucking inconvenience, especially if you're a dude.
They got genetic stuff and testing they can do as
They
well.
do.
You just got to scoop up some of your own poo.
Yeah, they have this new poop in a bag thing.
Yep,
that works. So check it out. Books.
Yeah, they did a whole bit on that Tacoma FD. One of my favorite shows, Tacoma FD.
I'm not kidding.
Tacoma FD is fantastic.
Yeah, Tacoma FD.
Look, we joke a lot. I'm not going to joke about that. Dudes, check out your huevos on the regular, man. Just make sure they're rolling around proper. There is no extra bumps.
You're really into butts and cocks.
No,
right?
I'm trying to prevent.
He's into
people from
cocks in butts.
So I don't think you caught this earlier, George. I had a biopsy done last week.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought y'all were joking.
No. This is where the part of the jokes are coming from.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I actually legit had a prostate biopsy because my PSA was high, and fortunately, I do not have cancer.
Thank God.
It's good. Yeah, talk about probably the best news I got all fucking year.
Yeah, absolutely. God bless.
when you
and
send me
thank
the
God
text-
Culture wasn't there with his finger.
Yeah.
The comics was sending me texts saying, "Hey, can you suck the cancer out?" and all that kind of stuff. It
Oh
was
my
very, very
God.
bad.
Yeah. I was very concerned.
Yeah, he's very, very.
But it is important that all trans women like Culture go have their balls checked.
Yes. As well as the prostate. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I'm insistent about this. When you start to get into your 40s, it's a good time to try, to maintain your masculinity. And so, yeah, get checked. It's worth it.
There's no
Kegel
fucking coming
exercises,
back
Kegel.
for this show. This show's done.
No, we're
It's
done. How many
gone.
people are still trying to watch?
What are you tuning in for what
197.
we're talking about?
We still maintained that level, so we've been pretty
All
good.
right. Well, tonight's shows, folk. Tonight's show is brought to you by Culture Casino's Weave Club for Men. Give life your best shot.
Looking your best. Oh my God.
Isn't he getting indicted?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
again.
Jesus Christ, he's still in studio. Jesus. He is
Involuntary manslaughter is what they're going after him now.
Which
Basically, they said all the reports said that there's no way that you could not have pulled the trigger, even though he swears that he never pulled the trigger.
You can't not pull. That's a hammer-driven trick. Fuck. Whatever.
Yeah. Well,
Every report said
or not,
no
that's
matter
typically how
what
guns
test we
work.
did, without the trigger being pulled, the
Doesn't
thing
work.
could not have gone off. It wouldn't be drawing back the hammer and releasing it early. Can't happen.
It's not double action. That's a
Oh.
real gun. No, but the problem is, come on, he was trying to pull the Bill Clinton defense, I didn't
inhale.
I didn't inhale. Just held it in my mouth.
I did not have sex with that woman. Of course he did. Fuck
find
that
what
guy.
the word is means.
Literally. In that case.
You won't get nothing.
You don't think so?
No.
No, I
Really?
don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
So then, what's the point of charging it?
Well, I mean, you got to have justice, right? I mean, or at least the illusion of justice.
The illusion of justice. Because, look.
Yeah,
Look,
unless you're
guy-
Derek Chauvin.
Oof. Look, it's, yeah.
We need to watch out because there was some stuff that came out about that one.
We can't
I
talk
know.
about it.
We
Yep.
cannot
We could talk about that shit on Rumble.
Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Yeah. There better be a fucking reversal of that conviction at that point, if that's all true.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
I'd be
about
going
what
after
Tucker released?
We
Yeah.
can't talk
No,
about
we can't talk about
We
it here.
can't talk about
Well, I
that.
sent you guys the medical papers in the toxic
You
man.
did.
You
Yeah,
did.
I saw that.
That
I
we
read the
cannot
whole-
talk about here. Yes.
because it's YouTube.
Sorry, I brought it up.
No, it's fine. Terminus Est says the thing about gay James Bond is that he won't be able to drive fast cars. You can't go faster than 68 miles per hour at 69.
Oh,
You'll blow
there
a
it
rod.
is.
That's a good one.
Ooh, classic
Oh,
term and
man.
assist. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
That was
that
fucking
is.
funny.
That was good. Oh man, that's dude.
Man, that was killer.
So, anybody see the new Napoleon movie that's coming out soon?
No, and wait, the better
Comics started it.
the better question is, will anybody see it? The answer to that is no. Will I see it? No.
This is the first I've heard of it.
Why is nobody going to see it?
Dude,
like it's going to be good.
You think it's going to be good?
I said it looks like it might be good.
It's going to be 7.5 hours long. It's going to make Scorsese look like a fucking.
Okay, are they releasing this in a film? I mean, in a film. Are they releasing this in a theater?
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, with Joaquin.
It's going to get a limited theatrical release. It's sponsored by a fucking tech company. I don't remember which one, but to me,
Christ, you got to have an intermission with that.
Okay, I'm exaggerating for effect there, bro.
I think it's 4 hours.
Yeah, but it does make.
Still got to have fucking intermission.
It makes Killers of the Flower Moon look like a fucking day trip.
15 minutes longer.
Yeah, but the same length as Cotton Generals, and people flocked to
Yeah.
that one.
I did.
I did.
Me
People
too.
will flock to length.
Not that kind of length, bro.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talk
everybody
about
like pencils until they're like 12 feet long. You know what I mean? Just say.
Excuse me?
Hey now.
You with a
I like when
pencils,
John Wick
rods,
uses pencils.
fingers.
All I know is that any film that decides that they're better than 2 hours is not a film that's going to like maintain most.
Oh, come on.
That's
Lord of
too
the Rings?
far.
No, Lord of the
Dude,
Rings.
yeah, the trilogy.
Two Towers Return. Yeah, no.
Okay, that's
Come
a completely-
on.
okay, wait a minute. That is a completely different thing. Okay, if you
It's different. You sound like a leftist.
okay, so wait a minute. So now you're doing what everybody else does. You're pointing out the exception to a much larger rule, and go for it. I mean, if that's where you live and you want to die on that bridge,
2
with
hours,
the exception.
fucking
Wait a minute.
great.
You want to live on the bridge of the exception, go for it. But in all honesty, and Tom will back me up here, 96 minutes is a perfect film length. If you can't tell,
I actually agree with that.
if you can't tell your entire story in 96 minutes, you suck balls.
No.
So
This is
that's
coming from
90
somebody
minutes
who
for
uses
everyone.
25 minutes to do an outro for a show.
But if you're going to use me as an example, though, I will say that Scorsese is one who has earned the exception, though, right? Like
The Irishman.
Well, not
The
according
only
to
exceptions for me should be if you're adapting a book. That makes sense. I understand why you're going over, 90 minutes at that point.
Gangs of New York, Irishman.
The Star
Godfather.
Wars trilogy are all 2 hours each.
Okay. Again, let's define. Okay, so
The
now here we are.
Godfather.
Oh, okay.
Goodfellas.
Galaxy Quest. I mean, I can give you. You want to go tit for tat? We can do it. But when it comes to
Actually, I want to see you guys go
argument.
tip for tip.
Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, we can keep going. But you do not have to do 2 hours to
I
to
agree.
tell your story.
Yeah,
I
but you
agree.
can, and they can be enjoyable, and they can be done in such a
If
manner that you don't recognize the time has passed.
I don't mind longer movies as long as it's well done and nothing is
Everything.
wasted. But the issue is like most films that are 3 hours long
Feel it.
don't need to be 3 hours long.
I agree. The Batman was an hour
The
and
Batman.
30
That's a
minutes
perfect
too
one
long.
right there. 30
I'd
minutes
say
too long.
3 hours gets too long, but I think the minimum a movie should be is closer to 2 hours.
Well,
Nope.
Reason
Gladiator.
being, because half of the
Irish
TV
movie.
shows we have now are an hour long. I don't
But
want a
they're
glorified
not.
TV
Whoa.
episode to be my movies.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
wait,
know
wait,
they're
wait, wait, wait.
45 to 50
No,
minutes because of the.
No,
I'm with culture on what he's about to
show,
say.
bro. Wait a minute. Measure your TV show against the amount of commercials that are there. It is never that time.
It's 45
Okay,
minutes.
20 minutes.
How many great
42
movies?
minutes.
They wouldn't be what they were if they didn't have that. Look, Master and Commander.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you,
yes,
George. I was gonna
yes,
say that,
yes.
Master Commander.
Yes, a great one.
movie.
Well,
yeah.
and
There's a
let's go back
nuanced
to what culture was
conversation to be
saying,
had.
right?
And
Right? Go ahead, Tom.
I was just gonna say, like, look, the reason why movies used to have the running times they did were for a few reasons. One, film was not cheap, right?
Right.
This shit was expensive. To get a film print made, you're talking in the thousands, if not more, multiple thousands of dollars back in the day. So that was number one thing is A lot of times they try to keep them within a certain range just so they weren't spending so much money on the film prints. And secondly was when they started doing the multiplexes, they wanted to get movies in there with a lot more, in and out time, right? Like a standard running time didn't become a thing. Like if you go back in time and look at films, you had films from the silent and early 30s and all kind of eras that ran everywhere from an hour and 6 minutes to 3-4 hours in some cases. All depended on what it was. But like what happened is you kind of got this norm set to where basically, and Script Doctor has posted this, and it's not a rule, but it is kind of like a guideline that they used to go by. And that was your comedies and kids movies were generally 90 minutes or less. And your action oriented films were generally around an hour and 45 minutes. And your epic films were in that 2-hour range. Beyond that were always the exceptions. Your Gone with the Winds, your Godfathers, your random, your Ben-Hurs, just your few random ones here and there. But then what happened was as film transferred over to digital, so then the idea of shipping, the cost to ship a film out to studios went down astronomically in comparison to how much they were losing in screenings, plus streaming becoming a thing, plus the unrated DVD at the time before that, and all that kind of business, all kind of changed the idea of how long a movie should be. And then you had all these people making like 3-hour long fucking comedies and shit like that. And it's like, okay, that's fine. And it works once in a while. But to go back to Culture's point, yes, there is like a norm to like just the attention span of people, the expectation, the amount of time people can give to something, to where once you start getting over 2.5, 3 hours, you should probably sit down and go, in this world, day and age, like Andre made this point earlier, and I can't argue with him. Tarantino had the right idea with Hateful Eight. He released the 2-hour plus, like 30-some plus minute version in theaters. And then when he put it, and then after that had run its course, he put the uncut version in 4 parts on Netflix. Now, if that's what Scorsese had done, I think people would probably be responding to it a little bit better. But at the same time, it's Scorsese. He's earned that right. Apple don't give a shit right now. All they're worried about is collecting an Oscar. So this is kind of
Hateful Eight felt too long.
It was.
Really?
I prefer the longer cut of Hateful Eight.
I do too.
But I know that's not one of his more.
Did y'all not like Kill Bill? Both of them were together.
No, I like Kill Bill.
Yeah, Kill Bill.
I prefer Kill Bill split up too. Than I've seen the entire bloody affair, and it's
not a huge Tarantino fan.
So none of you can complain about the length of John Wick, the most recent film. Fuck you.
The problem.
A lot of people complained about the new one. Yes, you guys did.
No, yeah.
I did. I said it was too long.
John Wick.
I said that 3 hours is too long.
It was too long because the story.
No. You just complained about
a bad story. Bad story. I'm sorry. Bad story.
Okay,
it was a great story.
No, to your point, and the reason why this is happening more so beyond all that shit, I think, is that Marvel films. Because look at the earlier Marvel films; they all were under 2 hours.
Yes,
all were under 2 hours. Well, once you started hitting past Avengers, that's when they started going beyond this 2-hour range, and then every movie thought it was okay to be 2 hours and 45 minutes long. All of a sudden.
But did you not like Infinity War and Endgame? I like the length.
Infinity War, yes. Endgame stayed too long.
Too long.
Yeah,
it's too long. Wait, follow me. This is in addition to the argument I made. I'm going to say one final thing. If you divide a film up into thirds and you do 96 minutes, you have.
Look at you, Zack Snyder.
Fuck Zack Snyder straight in the
he's using the 3-act structure.
33 and 33. Yeah.
You go with you go with. I got 3 minutes of credits up front that also has some exposition early on in the film. That gives me 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, and 3 minutes at the end for fucking credits. The fact that credits take 27 minutes, fuck you. You know, I'm tired of these films. And you if you can't tell your story in that period of time, you're a very poor storyteller. Because even book adaptations, and I'm going to use Willy Wonka as an example here, do not take that long to tell.
Right, but it's when you're adding depth.
Depends on the book.
All right, can you? I'm sorry. Can you adapt Lord of the Rings in 90 minutes?
No.
You can, but should you is the question.
No.
Stop defining the exceptions as the rule. The rule is
I know, but I'm not disagreeing with you. Culture's the thing.
Yeah,
but you're bringing in
because
Willy Wonka, which is a book this big, not this big.
Yeah.
Well, the counter to that though is The Hobbit, right? Look at The Hobbit, for example. That should have been 1 3-hour fucking movie instead of 3-3-hour fucking movies.
Did you
right?
think,
Correct.
Tom and I were Tom and I are old enough and young enough. It depends upon how you look at it. To have seen The Hobbit, the original animated version.
That TV version does all it needs to do in 1 hour and 15 minutes to tell you everything you need to know about The Hobbit.
Yep.
It's done. And they broke that shit up into 3 fucking movies. Fuck you, Peter Jackson. And
That's Hollywood.
No, that was all the fucking studio.
That was the studio. That I'll give. Yeah.
I know, but it's still his
that
fault.
Those movies damn near killed Peter Jackson. Let's not forget that. Remember when he was looking frail and shit?
Yeah,
that was during the making of the fucking Hobbit.
Because wasn't it Del Toro? What was his name? Who was Guillermo? I can't remember.
Yes, Guillermo had ran it up until production, and he decided the last minute he was going to chicken out. Yeah. And at that point, Peter Jackson was stuck. He couldn't change anything, couldn't do anything, couldn't deviate. Nothing. It was whatever vision that was set up there before that. He just had to execute it because at that point it was his money on the line because it was his production company behind this shit. He was supposed to go off and do his own things while Guillermo was supposed to be doing this trilogy, and it didn't work out. Now he may have been a part of the committee that decided let's make a trilogy. I'm not going to say that he wasn't.
Well, he had originally said he wanted 2. But then he didn't blame the studio, but he later came out and was saying, like, I was convinced it could be 3, which I took as the studio told him we'd like fucking 3. That's how I've always
because I remember the announcement. He's like, because initially they're going to do 2 movies. They're going to break it up in 2.
Right.
And then he did the announcement. And it's like, we're excited. We're going to be doing 3 movies. And you could tell he was like not happy to make that announcement.
No.
Anyway,
he got sick as hell during the making of that movie.
Yeah, that's true. But the reason we got into this is because of this fucking Napoleon movie. Thank you, George.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say that
I offer. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm just going to say this. If you're 3 hours plus, you're not the best movie ever made. Fuck you.
Okay, my comment to that is if you want to do something like that, do the miniseries format like they did with the original one back in the 80s, which was actually really fucking good. Or the Continental. Yeah.
Good Omens. Good Omens is the kind of thing, it's a smaller book, I understand that, but the concepts and stuff that are in it, the imagination that book brings to people when they're thinking about it and the spectacle that's in your mind, right?
Yeah.
That's a well-written book that gets you to think, that gets your imagination to go off, correct?
Oh, it does.
Amazon did that one correctly.
Yes, they did, as a series.
In the first season by breaking it up into 6 shows. It was the right... Now, was it the book 100%? No. Right? But they also, the second season couldn't have anything to do with what was in the book.
Because there wasn't a second book.
Right. Well, when he was dying, he told, was it Pratchett that died? And he told Gaiman, don't make a sequel to this book. It speaks for itself. It's over.
Yeah.
Right. And there's compromises they had to make from there. When they did Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Terry Jones, who loved Douglas Adams, that entire group, the Beatles, Douglas Adams, and Monty Python, all very good friends. They didn't think they were going to get enough money to get a second film, so they ended it the way that they did, which is everybody having a happy ending and it being a little weird because that's who they are, right? So there are reasons why these movies are made, and sometimes they're not perfect. And if you, that's why you listen to shows like this, Tom, and Midnight's Edge, and why I got into Midnight's Edge, to figure out why they were making Star Trek the way that they were. Why were they doing this? Why were they doing that? No, seriously. That's how I got into this whole mess. Right? And because I want good Star Trek. I wanted these things. I wanted good Omens, and I got it. And that's
I've never
what
seen
pisses
that.
me off.
Good Omens?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, the first season?
Watch the first season.
The
Is that
second
the one
season
with
was good
David
too.
Tennant? Is that the one with David Tennant and Bill?
It was really good.
Sheehan.
Sheehan.
Yeah. So
Kate Beckinsale's ex.
Kate Beckinsale's ex, right. But it was a really good 6-part show. The shows were not, one was 45 minutes, one was 50, one was 35. I mean, it went along with the story. And it is a bingeable Saturday thing that you can have. They were releasing them once a week. And what pisses me off is Amazon did something really good with that.
Wow.
Really
Amazon
good.
put it out.
And then they've totally fucked over Lord of the Rings and
Wheel of Time.
Brahma's favorite Wheel of Time. I know, Brahma, you love those shows. I secretly, I know. God dang! After you told me about that one,
You like
episode, it was
Wheel of Time
episode
from
No, he
4 or
doesn't.
whatever.
He fucking hates it.
God, it's
No, I've got the whole collection of books that I've read multiple times, and they've ruined it.
3 minutes into
And
that
actually,
series.
yeah, and Brandon Sanderson, it was actually one of the things I had dropped for tonight. He watched the final episode with a couple of YouTubers, Daniel Green and Dusty Wheel. Dusty Wheel is a shill for the show, and Daniel Green is kind of coming off of that, but I had to unsub him, way back when they were talking about the first season of Wheel of Time. But Sanderson basically said he read all the scripts and he did what he could. He just, while they're watching the season finale, he's sitting there apologizing, going, I tried over and over to get them to not do this and to not do that and to not do that. And he's the guy who finished the series after Jordan died. He knows Wheel of Time as well as almost anybody, because he had to review everything and have all the plot lines together in his mind to be able to write those last few books. And they wouldn't listen to him. And one of the main things he said was they decided that Rosamund Pike was going to be the star of the show. And so even though she's really not in the second book hardly at all, they were going to cut most of the second book so that they could have her spend time with her family in the world. That doesn't happen in the books, but they had to have her do something because Rosamund Pike is the star of the show. So it didn't matter what the books actually were trying to tell you. They needed to make sure Rosamund Pike had something to do during this season.
Well, the fact that they made her the fucking main character instead of Rand is dumb. But we all know why they do it. But.
Yeah,
Well,
but
and why they had all the the older women as opposed to the younger women.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be in the book.
Right.
Why they had all the homosexual relationships. I mean, the guy that directed this stuff, Brahma, said this multiple times. Came out and said he was going to do this. Irate Specialist reminded me at the end of the second season of Good Omens. They spoiler alert, they're in love.
They made them gay in the end.
Yeah, the two angels.
They screwed it all up. That's why I say watch the first season. Fuck the second season.
Second
It's
season.
garbage.
Yeah, and it's only at the very end, like the last 5 minutes of the second season, where they do that stuff, and it just leaves a horrible taste in your mouth. Joke unintended. Yeah, that I'm like, why? Why? You're 8% of the total world population. You're not going to get anyone that's going to watch your shows if you do that stuff that's going to make you enough money to survive. It's not going to happen.
But that's why they're all suffering now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. Amazon's a deep shit.
Disney, Amazon, Warner.
I don't
state of the world.
That doesn't help any, but I don't.
Harder. You can't have one woke film after the other, and that also means hiring not necessarily if the property is woke, but hiring the quote unquote talent who don't either have experience, creativity, imagination, or the capability to write characters or proper stories
or talent.
Talent. That's why I said quote talent. Yeah, they call it. They have no talent.
Avoid.
Look, no, this is the problem, right? And this is what Disney has decided they are going to advertise that they're turning away from, which is, not having proper showrunners. No fucking shit.
Well, yeah, not having a showrunner, not having a show Bible. And we talked about the whole thing with how they've been, the way Disney's been doing it. They've just been commissioning entire seasons and not doing a pilot. And I mean, that's, kind of how it used to be done is you did a pilot and
test
you basically shop it around to the various networks and it gets picked up. And if it doesn't, it doesn't happen. I mean, that my brother actually did that. He created a pilot for a show, didn't get picked up. And it probably didn't get picked up for a very good reason.
Oh yeah.
But it's not just shows. They did not plan out the largest movie franchise of all time, Star Wars. They just decided
Well,
they were going to fly
plan
by
out
the
the
seat of
MCU
their
apparently.
pants for 3 movies.
And all they had, and they had
Oh,
the
George
roadmap.
Lucas.
Said there
People
was a
forget that.
plan.
They had the roadmap too. All they had to do for the sequels was follow Heir to the Empire.
Well, I mean, George
any
actually had
EU.
stuff laid out for what he wanted to do, and they basically took it and went.
I know,
Yeah,
but I was
George
saying
saying
it
was a
didn't
little bit
exist.
crazy, though.
No,
He
but
said it didn't exist, but yet they pull from it.
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
are
they
talking
just
about a
did it-
completely different thing than
they
I
just
am.
did
though, but yeah.
Ahsoka. They tried to make
Oh,
Heir
what
to
are you
the
talking
Empire,
about,
and that
Tom?
was shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about the revisionist history where he likes to say that he had the sequels and prequels planned, which we found out was bullshit.
Oh yeah, that was total bullshit.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute,
he
I
didn't
thought
have
Lucas
anything
did
planned.
have it. He said from the beginning, from when he first laid it out, about how there would be 8, 9, and 10, and then he
He's full of
took it to
shit.
12.
Yeah.
He's
He
full
got
of shit.
forced to make Star Wars. Okay,
He was basically forced, yeah.
he was.
Well, I know he had
forced.
the deal, wasn't it, with Coppola? Because he had done
it
TK.
wasn't just Coppola. I mean, they were all kind of shaming him. Because
Yeah, everything else he had tried other than American Graffiti had failed, and at that point he was building Lucasfilm while Empire was being done.
Right.
And
I mean, THX was.
I thought I liked it with Robert Duvall.
But, I mean, Tom tells the story better than anybody. He knows it.
well, and like I said, if you go into his history, the prequels are more George working some shit out at the end of the day.
So you're
that
telling
was-
me,
that
Tom,
was his divorce.
because
Yeah.
I take you when you say that. I believe you. So you're saying that when he said he had from 1 to 12 all outlined and mapped out, and he was just waiting to see if it was successful one after the other, that wasn't true? He didn't have all the way? The
Nah,
whole
he's full
history?
of shit.
Oh.
He might have had a brief, kind of broad idea.
Well, him and Gary Kurtz had conversations, right? I mean,
There was conversation, but there's a lot of shit that changed along the way. There's a version of Empire Strikes Back that never even got made.
Well,
The
that
reason-
was the
That's
book
good.
that they plan on doing if they didn't get picked
Well,
up.
that you're thinking
I
of
think-
Splinter of the Mind's Eye,
Yeah.
which was that was a fallback in case Star
case-
Wars failed. He
Yes.
could make a sequel as a TV movie, and he could easily be adapted. But when Empire, no, there was a completely different writer who wrote a version of Empire that they didn't use. She still gets credit for it, but she died in a car crash before rewrites.
What's it
So only
called?
like it's the same movie. It's just it's vastly different in like what happens in it and stuff like that. Because it went through various changes throughout, and then rewrites and all that business. I think Script Doctor may have the original script.
Oh, gosh.
Luke and
but-
Leia have sex. It's all
Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of shit. But no, like there's a whole thing that they did set up, like in the end of Empire, where Yoda says, after Ben says that boy is our last hope, and he says, no, there's another.
Mhm.
There was meant to be a completely different sibling other than Leia.
Yeah,
And
she was supposed to be introduced until the 9th movie.
well, I think it was supposed to be another brother anyway, but
Yeah.
because Luke was going to end up dying or something like that in the early part of the story, but they changed their idea, and that was the whole thing. Is George Lucas changed his mind about killing any of the main characters, and that's why him and Han Solo kept getting into it, because his answer to everything was, "You can't sell figures of dead characters."
Well, yeah, there's also one of the original endings for Return of the Jedi was that he basically kills Vader and takes his place.
No.
Yeah, no,
that was the original concept.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah, you're right,
things about
and
that.
that was where the brother come into play. But what happened was in the whole process of it all, they had to streamline it. They already had all this stuff going on in the first half of the film. He got to the throne room fight. He had Luke literally cornered underneath the stairs, and he's refusing to fight Vader. They didn't know how to fucking get him out from underneath the stairs. And at that point, George just goes, "Well, we'll just make Leia the sister, and he's gonna try and turn Leia now, and that gets Luke out of there." Because, like I said, in the process of all this, I don't even think George knew what he was doing as far as that fight. Because if you stop and think about it, it's
yeah. Because the issue with Return of the Jedi is that him and Kurtz had already had the falling out.
Yeah,
and so Kurtz was the one that basically kind of kept the leash on Lucas and helped him along the way with a lot of ideas and stuff. And so that's the reason why. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people, but Gary Kurtz was he was one of the big influences on George.
And what he was
Lucas.
doing in this process was isolating himself and surrounding himself with yes men near the end there.
Yeah, when it happening is that it's the reason why Return of the Jedi is the weakest film is because Gary Kurtz was not involved.
But it was also, I mean, he relied on so many people, and the circle kept getting smaller. Yeah. As Tom described.
It's the reason why the fucking prequels are shit is because he was legit surrounded by yes men, and nobody was there to keep him in check.
But the OT finished the way it did because of the very reason Tom already described, and this is something I will stick to forever. George needed that last film to sell more toys.
Yes.
And
Just
so
like he needed the prequels to sell toys.
And he realized at that time that Vader was incredibly popular for a villain.
God.
Because Kasdan wanted to kill almost half the characters off.
I know he wanted to get rid of everybody, but it was like, okay, we're gonna have this massive loss.
There's an interview out there. He's like, there need to be stakes in this movie. Somebody had to die,
and they did.
That's exactly what he sounds like too.
That's true.
Do you remember what those guys are called? The Weevils or the Force? The ones who
the Wills.
The Wills. I always forget Weevils, Wills.
That alone can tell you that he didn't have a plan, because going from the midichlorians to the Wills.
Well, but they were.
But I heard that he originally envisioned. That's what I'm saying. The Wills, he says, was from the beginning that he had, sketched them out.
He had that's a broad concept.
The Book of Wills.
But that's the Wills being, part of it all, and they were the governance of the midichlorians. But that's an entirely other.
Well, and the problem was George had too many toys to play with during the prequels. That by the time he got to episode 3. He was like, "Oh shit! I forgot to tell the story."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He says this in an interview, like literally. I think it's on the episode 3 discs where he's like, "I started making these movies, and I figured out that there's like 7 minutes of story in the first film, about 4 minutes of story in the second film. Then I realized there's like 4 hours of story left I got to tell, and only 2 hours to tell it in." Yeah. That's almost verbatim what he said.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, you dumbass.
He said another thing during Phantom Menace too, where he's like, I don't think this is going to work or something like that.
Oh, I love the beginning. You can see it out there it's on YouTube. It's called The Beginning. It's the making of Star Wars Episode 1. It is single-handedly one of the greatest making of films you'll ever find, because it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. Because from the very start, it starts from the moment that George announces that he's doing these prequels. It shows you right down the first bits of words he started writing down to the moment the movie opens. And in that entire time period, you can see, as you just said, Comics Division, the crumbling of this movie in front of him, because he is so just enamored with Jar Jar and this and that and the other. And they're sitting there watching the movie as they go into their first screening of the cut that they have, and they're all like all just happy and joyous and blah 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 blah, and George is making jokes and everything. And then the movie starts, and you watch everybody slowly sinking in their chairs. And in the back, you've got Rick McCullum, who's the producer, just going like this.
Yep.
Yeah. Holy
crap.
The
whole fucking thing. And then finally at the end, George is sitting in his chair like this. And you see him, they're having this conversation. And I think it was like, I can't remember who all was there in the conversation, but it was like Rick McCullum, him, and one of the head of the Lucasfilm guys and all that stuff. And then he's like, you can't change it now because you can't take it out. If you take it out, then this. And he's talking about how he basically cannot fix the movie now. It is fucked. And he knows it. He's sending out a fucked product.
But he had the money and time.
He didn't have the time. He didn't have the time. That was the problem. The money, yes, but he did not have the time.
They locked him into it at time that release.
He locked himself into that May 25th date so hardcore. And he had theaters, like he had contracts with these guys where he was getting, like, I think it was like 80% of the opening weekend buckets.
80% of that.
Has no one ever pushed those? Like before,
nobody had ever gotten those kind of numbers before. No. And I think episode 1 had opened in more theaters at that time than any other movie in history.
I went at 8 a.m. when it was like 8:45.
Oh, I got a midnight showing.
Yeah, I didn't get the midnight. I got it 8:40.
So it was make or break. That movie was coming out no matter fucking what by May 24th or 25th or whatever it was. Yeah.
But wouldn't he have seen all of that in the dailies?
No.
Go ahead, Nick. We got to let Nick go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes ago. So
sorry, Nick.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
If he's still around at all, he may have already gone to bed.
He may already fell asleep.
Okay,
well, never mind then.
As far as the dailies, I'm sure you saw dailies. That was the first assembly cut they watched, but like they're even saying like what's wrong with the movie. I think Ben Burt, the sound guy, comes in, an editor goes, "Look, you have this problem. You go from Jar Jar being goofy on the war field to the death of Obi-Wan Kenobi to Padme doing her thing." All in the span of 5 minutes, George. Like you have way too much going on, and he's right. You can't take it apart now because it'll unravel, right? Like that's the problem. Is you can't fix it in the edit like Marsha did.
Hey Nick, we know you got to go. And you look
You look
We
beautiful.
tried to let you out, but you missed your chance. Sorry.
I went potty. That's what happened.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Go check out my channel. We're talking Army of Darkness tomorrow. It's going to be huge.
Oh!
There's already memes out there from Gumby Spawn and Release McCrack. Thanks for having me, comics.
Yes.
I got to go night-night.
Night-night.
I think we all gotta go night-night. Honestly,
Nick. We're late tonight.
Yep.
He didn't say goodbye to every single member in the chat, but he meant it.
But I still don't get why.
That's a joke on Army of Darkness.
Wouldn't he have been able to tell in the dailies like this isn't going well?
No.
My question
Also,
is
at that
why?
point, also at that point, they were under like the gun. Like 90% of the shots in that movie had something CGI going on, and not only that, during the editing, George had this weird fucking obsession that he found out he could like splice together different.
Yes.
It was a mess. It was a fucking mess, and he didn't have the time to do anything with it. Couldn't reshoot anything. It was just, it was what it was.
He also
And what do you see on the dailies with that much CGI needed?
That's just it.
That's the other problem. He became a slave to technology. This is something that's never talked about then. He had all this new tech that he developed, and then he started to use it, and he became enslaved by it. Tom's 100% right. And look, I don't care what anybody says. I still like the prequels, but
you listen to him though throughout the whole beginning. Though he's making excuses for everything. That's the funny thing. And you guys were saying with the yes men thing, like a great example is when he casts what's his face as Anakin.
Hayden?
Not Hayden, but the other kid, the little kid.
Oh,
Jake Lloyd.
Yeah,
because it's up between two kids, Jake Lloyd and this other kid.
Never liked Jake Lloyd.
Well, and here's the thing: the other kid looks like a young Mark Hamill on top of it all.
He did.
Okay. And he was great. He came across great presence. George liked Jake Lloyd though, because he was a little bit more spontaneous.
He was
is what he
wooden as
said.
hell.
And everybody just agreed with George while he was in the room. George leaves the room. As soon as George leaves the room, they all agree that the other kid was better and will be easier to work with. It's like, why the fuck didn't you say that when George was in the room?
I agree.
You know, all of that aside,
like their jobs.
All of that aside, it all fell apart in the third episode. I mean, it really did. And it came down to the fact that, as Tom described, the balance of time was not properly used in the first or second episode.
Yeah.
He ended up with too much story at the end, and he had to sell toys. This was the thing he understood more so than anybody else right now, including Disney and any other studio that does franchise. You have to sell toys.
Spaceballs knew that. I mean, it was the joke.
Yeah, the merchandise.
Merchandising.
Look at him. Tom and I are like these guys that collect this dumb shit, like shirts, fucking action figures, dumb stuff. Posters.
Oh, heck, the action figures. I mean,
I got Spaceballs, the T-shirt too.
You got weaves. You picked up from sets.
Hey, I'm telling you right now.
No, and that's true because in this world, that's what they learned from Star Wars. That was the lesson: was that there's a hell of a lot more money in the plastic than there is in the celluloid. Because in comparison, the movie made what $600-700 million in its initial run.
Yeah.
The toys, on the other hand, made like over $1 billion. This is back in the 70s and early 80s, guys.
Yeah, we're looking at a $14 billion number there. But I'm going to say this to Tom. He just helped me out right there. So Tay-Tay was not necessarily an enormous box office number. What do you think the concessions sales were? Because do you know what there was for the Tay-Tay concession sales? It's not normally at a theater. T-shirts,
Tay-Tay,
memorabilia.
Yeah, they did have a lot of merch and stuff for Taylor Swift.
Okay,
they sold
the theaters loved this.
Out of that. Yeah,
regardless, they knew it was probably only going to be a one weekend thing too. I don't know if they really.
It ended up, you know what? I know that's true, but there were 2 weekends. I don't care what it says. 2 weekends so far.
I never understand why people like her.
Me either. But look, Well, actually, I do. She's a very good businesswoman because she learned very well from her father.
Well, not just that. And before Culture goes on whatever rant he's going to go on here, I will say this because I'm not a fan of hers either.
Neither.
But what she did, I got to cheer her on because she really stuck it to the fucking studios.
Okay.
Just shoved a hot poker right up their ass.
How?
Because she released this movie on her own throughout with no studio distribution whatsoever. So it was released through AMC and through mom and pop theaters and a few other chains and other places, depending on your regions.
So like Sound of Freedom did?
Kind of, but even on a larger scale. And like Culture said, they were selling T-shirts and posters and everything else at these places.
Dude, light up fucking shit for the theaters. I mean, they were selling.
You know what didn't sell so well? Her blow up doll.
Oh. Well, it is kind of flat, so
extremely flat
and bony.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Strangely enough, there wasn't any milk sales either.
Oh,
but I think it's funny because the studios are pissed because they're not seeing any of this money. Sure, it only made like close to $100 million or whatever it is, but guess what?
They don't get it.
It didn't cost her a dime to make this movie. This movie was shot on tour, so it was already prepaid
It was already done.
for.
It was sunk money.
Yeah,
and that's like $60 million directly into her pocket, right?
Oh, more than that. More than that.
Well,
it's probably a 60-40 split. He's
Theaters
probably
aren't
about
taking
right.
some portion of it.
Culture, wasn't it?
Maybe 50-50.
Earlier this year, when she finally got out from underneath everything, all the contracts that she was in,
her
she
dad
now owns.
It's a weird,
everything.
convoluted thing. Culture knows a little bit more about it than I do, but yeah.
Her dad bought the company that owned her music rights and handed it back to her. This is like a weird, really strange convoluted.
She was handing
thing.
out like $1 million bonuses to roadies.
Yeah, I mean, she made over $1 billion in this latest concert tour, which is retarded. I don't know any other artist
that went directly to her. So
that's what I mean. All this movie money is just cheese right now. It's just
This is just her telling the man F off.
Yep. Well, but it proves the point, and this is the weirdest thing because I can't express this enough. An independent pipeline has always been there. Mm-hmm. She just re-exposed what was already there. Go directly to the theater chains and say, I have a great film, and I'm going to share this revenue with you. And not only that, we're going to share revenue on merchandise. And we're going to share revenue on, all this ancillary shit that I can pump up.
Yes. The Neil Breen model.
Neil Breen super sucks, but yes. But that's what she did. She did something that Tom knows hasn't been around for a while. Every single time one of these concert films shows up, Rattle and Hum, YouTube,
Michael Jackson,
baby.
Justin Bieber,
Station.
Whatever it is. These things show up and they're like, oh shit, this is a new great pipeline. No, the fucking pipeline's been there forever. It's just,
well, the theaters knew this during COVID, and I pointed this out, and that's where the studios weren't paying attention then. Because, I've told this story on the morning show, but I don't think I've told it here, so I apologize.
No, you haven't. No, it's midnight.
But during that time period, there was at one point, I think there was states with no drive-ins open in them. There was less drive-ins in this country than there were states. And we happen to have one that closed down recently. Well, actually, for a couple of years out here where I live, and they opened it up during COVID, and they had shown a Fleetwood Mac concert and a Garth Brooks concert. And the night Garth Brooks concert was on there, you would have swore Garth Brooks himself was having a fucking concert out there because you couldn't even get through the main highway there because there was so many cars in there trying to get into that thing. It was insane. So at that point, I knew something was up with this stuff. And they've been doing this with the Alamo Draft Houses and some of these other places, showing pay-per-view fights, showing basketball games, football games, all that kind of stuff. They've been doing this stuff beyond the studios for a while now just to try and make ends meet. So,
what's going on with the Sphere in Vegas? I don't think you even need U2 playing on the stage.
No.
The show behind them. They have come out and said, we are fighting to have the attention of the crowd while we're playing the music. The Sphere is actually what is, the main attraction of the show, not U2 being on stage in front of you.
Well, and that's what the other problem here now. The spectacle is the entertainment, for something like that environment. As you know I was recently in Vegas. I can tell you that is a very impressive structure, and you can see it from a lot of different places, especially on the Strip. It's done. It's been done for a bit.
U2's in a residency there, and
I actually
$400 a ticket.
They have 8K. They have 8K capability.
Yeah,
they were showing this footage off, and these people were like freaking the fuck out. It
It's
made me want to go. I don't give
Okay,
a shit
so-
about U2. I just want to go see this dome thing. Yeah.
To be fair, Cox, they're doing Octoon Baby, the old zoo station stuff.
Okay.
Not
Oh, fuck
Alright,
yeah, I'll
alright,
go
guys.
to that.
We gotta get to the super chat, and we gotta get to memes so we can get out of here. So E. Clay Thomason, my grandparents used to tell me that they would happily spend hours in the theater because it was the only place that had air conditioning or heat. Yeah, that was one thing I was gonna mention too.
Well, yeah, and they used to make it a whole day at the theater, the whole entire program.
Oh yeah, man! For a quarter.
That's how my mom and my grandmother escaped.
Technically, exactly. That's how Saturday morning cartoons technically came from. Is it
Yeah.
used to be the parents would go dump their kids off down at the theater on Saturday morning, and then go home and fuck like rabbits while their kids sat there and watched cartoons and Three Stooges and Superman serials.
Where do you think Bugs Bunny came from?
Yeah, I mean, seriously,
interesting. Never thought about that actually.
It's the fucking truth.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. We will start off with our special surprise guest because we have not seen him in a while. George.
Yeah, George. It was
Oh
nice
shit!
to
Wait a minute.
acknowledge
Sorry.
you, man.
Let me hang on. Let me back
We got
this up
memes.
because
We got too fast.
we got memes. I forgot about memes.
No, that wasn't
Jorge.
it. I got the thing. That wasn't it. Play the thing.
Penis. Gagging you with entertainment. Oh my God. You got the God. Oh my God. Oh my God, the God. It's so big. So hard now. So hard now. Oh my God, the God.
Oh my God, the cock.
Really fucking hate this new thing.
I don't, because there are things I don't have to worry about.
That was gold, though. That was lost gold forever. Nobody will hear it but you
I think I
guys.
can press the button.
I didn't even hear it because I wasn't listening to the offstage feed.
Oh yeah, I love that part. It's great.
Yeah,
that's
handy.
So here's from Release the McCracken. Of course, comics would be an Ewok.
Yes.
That's actually kind of adorable.
It is. He's very cute. As
It looks like what you probably looked like as a child.
That's not
You even had a
Culture Casino.
mustache then.
Yep.
That's Culture Casino, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, no, it does look like Comics Division.
That's
It
comics.
also looks like
You just have a little beard and it'll be culture.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this is the costume. There's
Talent.
Yeah.
it's empty.
Yes.
Right there. Oh, here's another one.
Oh,
Like
it's
a
on
wood.
discount, I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually for free. They're handing this out to the homeless. In
They're
San
paying
Francisco.
you if you take it.
Well, look, I think that this is the new homeless gear they're giving away. in San Francisco.
Finger. Why is your finger in his butt? Gay finger. You are such a dirty slut.
Look at George is like, I'm not sticking my finger in there.
By the way, this I'm already dead. I was dead like 30 seconds into this movie, so whatever.
He's like, you fucking guys.
30 seconds.
think
The
George-
first 5 minutes.
I think George is wearing a smoking jacket on there.
I think he
Looks
is.
like it.
And comics has the rectal gun right there. Oh, that was from the Serious Man. Thank you very much. That was really good. I can't play that one. I read
What the
specials.
hell?
The top midget OnlyFans account and midgets on OnlyFans in 2023.
One
well,
damn sexy midget.
all I know is he's
I
getting
don't
his.
get it.
Well, you're getting your squats in, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And your squats in there.
Swole.
You're swollen up. Looking good. Looking good. Look at that.
Whatever.
I understand.
By the way, your socks on point.
I don't understand this one. I'm really
What the
trying.
fuck
to...
is
It's been
this?
a while since I've memed. Very true. Serious man, good to see you on one of our streams.
Is that some
I'm
chick?
lighting my cigarette off of Comics' cigarette.
Cigarette.
That's
Why
also known
is
as butt fucking, by the way.
It is.
Yes.
Yep.
Why are you two butt fucking?
Oh my god.
Because Comics keeps bringing it up.
I didn't make the meme.
I gotta do a stream now.
You made free
Comics. He's tired. I didn't make the meme.
I didn't make the meme. I just made the joke.
I
There it
just
is.
think about being gay all night.
James Bond.
By the way, I
007
look amazing. I would be a great James Bond, bitches.
No time to weep.
You're too short.
Fuck you.
I didn't think James Bond was gay.
Also, fuck you.
Oh,
Yet.
sorry.
Yet.
Yet. There's
Yet.
Escape from the
Yet.
Planet of the Weaves. This was amazing. Gumby Spawn.
The problem is I can't argue with that one.
Very well
No,
done.
you can. Here's Nick. The extra large.
He's getting
Getting
paid.
paid. Hauling
Yes,
ass.
paid.
10K.
You know what culture will do for one
Did
of
I
those
show
girls?
you? That's from Idiocracy. Did I show you guys that new clip of Camacho Mountain Dew?
No.
Is that
Where
the
he's
one where
running
he
for
gets
president in 20 not the colonoscopy one, the
the
2024
one where he's
one.
running there?
No.
Where he's running for president.
No. I
Oh,
haven't
maybe
seen
I
that.
did.
He's like, we forgot how to make cheese. It's like 10 years ago, some idiot ate the last piece of cheese. He's like, you know how bad pizza is without cheese.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gotta be very.
So the first
crude.
thing I'm gonna do if I win is I'm gonna get the recipe for cheese.
Get the recipe for cheese. So this is
What is
Lisa
that?
McCracken. Tom will be Lobot in the Star Wars reimagining.
That's kind of sexy.
That is kind of hot.
That's like
I kinda
that's
look
like a
old, but
mix
sexy.
between Star Wars and The Last Starfighter.
You know what?
The bald guy with the thing that goes around the back of his head in
Oh,
Last
yeah.
Starfighter.
It's
Star
on
Trek
theme
movie.
for tonight, but I'm pretty sure that's an anal probe on his arm.
Yeah,
Hell
I do
no.
like the probe as his arm.
Yep.
I'll be gentle. You know what's funny though is that's like old version of me. It's like, okay, so I have something to look forward to. I'm ugly as a chud now, but I will be a decent looking older
You'll
chap.
be very good looking when it happens.
Sibian Tom.
It's oh my god, the cockroach.
Hey.
Oh my god, the cock. Oh my god, the cock. Oh my god.
And look, right under the
Just do that
cockroach
once in a
is
while.
Toxic Man Flu.
You should
Yeah,
see how
right
people
here.
react when I do that on completely non-Dicks Division shows. It's
What
the fuck is that?
Like, what the
because
hell
culture
is that?
just looks all embarrassed, and everybody else is like, "What the fuck is that?"
Look,
There's a
I'm
chicken
gonna
head
tell
on
you-
that roach.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am a very handsome man.
You know what? When
you
I
know,
close
We
my
never even
eyes,
said anything about that.
you are very good looking when I close my eyes.
If
So-
I close my
If I
eyes,
close my you fucker, Brahma. We are on like a fucking wavelength tonight, man.
You're gonna close your eyes forever.
That's like 3 or 4 times now. Because even the first time I said "fucker," you stole my joke. It's like I was
I
going to
know.
see that.
It's
they're
kind of great.
It's the
what's
Dix
funny-
Division G.I. Joe from Black Sparings.
I would buy that. I want that fucking
want
comic,
that.
and I'm
That
not
is
even on it.
actually a comic book cover, just with our faces on it.
Well, I don't care about the original one, but the original one,
Tom, you were the chick. What's the chick's name in G.I. Joe?
Jane.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't
Lady
know,
Jane?
Lady Jane. Yeah,
Well, you should be Lady Jane. somewhere.
G.I. Jane. She's a real American
Look,
hooer.
Milkman is in the house. Okay.
Why does Comics Division look like the biker dude from the Village People?
Because I've got him in a full Nelson,
Brahma
and
Bull's
you
the
don't
dude
know what
from-
I'm doing behind him.
I don't even know what character that is from G.I. Joe. That looks like the guy from fucking like Mad Max and shit. Beyond
Yeah.
Thunder, or not Beyond Thunderdome,
I
but
think
Road
he's
Warrior.
one of like Zartan's Dreadnoks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that one.
Knox. What you added an X to that? Is there an X in that?
Dreadnoks. I don't know. I've heard
I thought it was
Dreadnought.
NOCKS.
Dreadnoks.
I don't remember there being an X in that word, but it's
You know
fine.
what? I'm
No, I
tired,
think
Culture
it's
Casino.
CKS.
Shut the fuck up so we can continue on.
So it says, can Comics Division survive discovering his entire panel are Cobra agents? Comics Division fights for his life in Cobra's secret ambush.
Well, now Comics knows, and knowing's half the battle.
And here's
what I don't-
Culture. Culture
I-
looks to be saying, these are my friends.
I'll get you next time, G.I. Joe. Actually, the joke there was, wow, culture is head down, ass up, but you missed the joke.
It kind of looks like Comics' balls. His pink balls are just hanging outside of his pants. Is that a new trend?
Yeah, it is.
No, culture
holes
looks
in the
like he's
bottom of your
actually
pants
taking
to
the
let the
position
balls-
and he wants it done to him.
Right? No.
Well, he is getting the balls
Yes,
on his.
see, I am vindicated right here. They are dreadnoughts.
Not. There's no. Oh my god.
Knox. N-O-K-S.
N-O-C-K-S, but yeah, N-O-K-S, sure.
It's the Dreadnoughts life.
Because they weren't dreadnoughts.
Oh my god. An Eddie
Knox.
joke. Oh my god. Sorry.
And here we are. The Dick
Oh,
Scorpions.
oh wow, this is
Yeah.
kind of making me hard.
Wow.
Look more sticky
Corey.
than Iggy Pop.
Yeah,
Back
Corey,
when men were sexy.
Corey is definitely getting ready to yank me there with that fist. I'm just saying.
That's
Yeah,
comics.
you're yanking him.
And yeah,
That was Corey.
I know. Can you? He's wearing platform
Those
shoes.
boots.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
We're
definitely
not
Corey.
in this
shit.
picture.
Those are
Yeah,
fucking
there's-
tight, yo.
Hey, I feel
Looks like 1970s Germany was just as fucked up as every other year.
All I can hear is I was made for loving you, baby. I know it's the Scorpions, but that's all I can hear.
For loving me.
Comics is about to rock culture like a hurricane.
Hurricane. I knew it was coming.
Here I am.
Damn.
It's on theme for tonight.
Jackie,
Fuck
like
me
a
up my
hurricane.
tight can.
What?
Wow.
Holy
please.
I need a man.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
All
me in my
right.
tight can.
That's the memes, folks. Thank you all very much for that one. Thank
Here
you.
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can participate in the meme party.
Comics was about to get the jizz of change from culture.
I don't know if he's here. We'll go to.
We totally did not earn all that cheers. Thank you guys. You're too kind.
But you can participate in the meme party in every single show. We will deliver the memeage to you. And Tom Connors will deliver something to you.
The more Tom knows.
And like
That
an
is,
STD?
that is a lie. It is not my child.
Hey, now. Okay, Billie Jean is not your lover?
Guy that Comics really wants to do.
She was more like a beauty
move this
queen
way.
from a movie scene. Said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. Do the high part for me, Culture.
Comics is
I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
Yeah. No.
Fuck you, Moy. Fuck you, Moy. Who?
And Tom was grabbing his crotch the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Well, you have to.
I think that's
looks
really
like
good.
George is not back yet. So
George is like, fuck these guys.
No, I'm coming out of here.
It's like, I know why I quit hanging out with you fuckers.
George
You
is like,
guys are
you
on
guys are all
fucking
so
crack."
ignorant. Don't be ignorant.
Oh wait. Tom TZ Burton in the chat.
Oh no.
Like a funny. He said
It's just jokes.
It's just a
Tom can get you pregnant.
Tom can
with
get
that
you
voice.
pregnant. With-
I
Yeah. Tomorrow night's my night off. Wednesday, we're back here for Yelling at Parked Cars. Every other week. So this is the off week, and it feels really awkward after streams like this to talk about it. But we're doing that Christian panel. So that'll be
Good
not
Lord.
this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
need a
with,
Gregorian chant right about now. Holy cow.
Father Miller, please bless me because I have sinned.
That's with Odin, Carrie Smith, Michelle from Force of Light, and myself. And last week we had Gothics, and if you guys want to go check that out on Carrie Smith's channel, it was pretty good. And then, of course, on Saturday nights I've got Bourbon and Boarding, we are going to be putting that all over the place. So I think we're going to go on YouTube for both Me and 70s and Rumble for both Me and 70s.
Spread the seed around.
And we've got our crazy fun nights on Sunday with Valiant, then Mead, then Culture, which I participate in 2 of the 3 usually. So come check them out. Have a great night, everybody. Great to see everybody. And thanks for sticking with us for almost 3 hours at this point.
And thanks for doing all my outros.
No problem.
They're spicy, they're tasty, they're tiny. It's Brahma's Spicy Balls. Slip one of Brahma's Spicy Balls in your mouth and you'll be reaching for Bull's milk to put out that fire. Only come in pairs. Do not eat the blue ones. Those are some spicy Bull's balls. If you want a meat that will fill your mouth.
You cut
And
it
it
off.
cut off.
That was an accident.
These
I
are
am so
the
sorry.
liver health pills that Alex Stein promotes. We'll see if they actually do anything, because mine could probably use it.
I can't. It's the Goat Man.
I brought it up for a reason, because this is for Culture. The Goat Man says, Culture would be the worst James Bond ever. He would make George Lazenby look good. He didn't have it capitalized. I was like, it kind of stumbled. Brahma Bull, he's the suit. What does Culture have? Much love to all.
A pair of shriveled balls.
No. I'm fucking beautiful. I have a suit, a car, and a can-do attitude that is required by a spy working for MI6, and and not only that, I'm
want a meat that will fill your mouth. Grab Brahma's Bull's balls.
That was a delayed ending.
That was like a delayed.
I like it.
Somewhere.
That was like totally
Only available in pairs.
So Culture's mouth opened and then a song about Brahma's balls came out. That was weird.
It's like CC doing karaoke.
I've got an outro, I guess. Check out
Beach
my
Nut.
Yes, check out Beach Nut too, or Beach Punk even. beachpunk.us. You can get one of these mugs, and very soon, one of these limited edition hats. If you want a cock, you can get it.
You can order Cultures.
Oh my God, the cock.
Indeed. And these mugs are my favorite thing in the world now. You're going to see me rocking this mug like in videos. So I'm happy. You should be happy. And be happy wearing Beach Punk merchandise. We have more on the way. You can duck Fisney if you want to. We have the shirts and other items for you. And you can rock the Knuff beach towel on the beach.
What about the muff?
Other places. I think Tom is Knuff.
What about the Kamuff?
I don't know. We need to work on that one. Thank you, Tom. On that note, check out the tomorrow. The 6 Minute Daily is a
12
boneless
6 minutes.
It's actually it's longer. I think it might be actually closer to 30 minutes tomorrow, but check it out. It should be a good time. And check out today's video because nobody else did. It was.
I watched it.
Well, it's not. It was about Taylor Swift and her dominance at the box office. Because I thought everybody would be.
Taylor is a dominatrix.
That's what the kids call her, is Tay-Tay.
Tay-Shay.
That's what Culture calls her too.
Or T-Swift.
Tay-Tay was the dominatrix at the box office this weekend, and
hello.
I thought you would care, but nobody did. Anyway, and tomorrow's video is spectacular, so check that out, and then watch us on that HCast guy. What is their favorite podcast? That too. You can watch him in the HCast. Myself, Tom, and other important people are on that, like Mr. H himself, and.
Sam,
that'll be
And, I gotta get back here in time for that tomorrow. Because unlike Culture, I actually show up to other people's streams.
I quit.
Wow. These are my friends.
Take me out this fucking.
All right, George.
I love you, Culture.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, that was kind of cool. That's the coolest thing I've seen this thing do so far.
A transition?
That transition, yes.
That's a goal.
It was transition that was almost as impressive as the Bud Light dude.
That was pretty.
It was like Culture got sucked away.
Oh, My God, Brahma, really?
I'm leaving that one alone.
Thank you for having me on. I've missed you.
No,
guys.
we apologize, George.
No. I've missed y'all. This was a lot of fun.
We missed you. You're handsome and you have a amazing
Let him
collection.
talk.
I'm not that kind of Greek culture, but thank you. I appreciate it. No, I had a great time. I hope to be back again soon. I missed the chat. All of y'all are amazing. I've been reading, catching up with y'all, and I love all of them. Please go subscribe to everyone here, from Brahma to Comics Division, Tom, Nick.
I like how we started with the lowest and went to the highest.
No, culture.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
And culture, because he has a 6-minute, 35-minute daily every day, and it's good. I really enjoy it. Actually, I pop in.
Most of the time is him just trying to get it up. The performance aspect of it is really
George
disappointing.
pops into culture for about 6.5 minutes a day. That's what I heard.
All of you guys are really.
Thank you.
These are my
I want to come
friends.
back when y'all talk politics.
Oh, the Wednesday, sir.
You got to come
Wednesday. All right,
But I'm not
everybody.
here, George. So you have to. I would not talk to you. I
well,
missed
you gotta come back then.
Yeah, but we used to talk all the time. You got to get a hold of
I'm
me. I
gonna
know
give you
you're
a
so busy
holiday
now.
this week.
Yeah, please.
Well,
do.
I've been working. Yeah.
No, I know you're a busy man working over there with Krigler and all that
I
shit,
can't
man.
find
Oh no,
anybody in
work.
Nashville either.
All right, you don't work. Come on.
Yes, I do.
Thanks,
But
George.
thank
He's
you.
living the life.
Love all you.
Definitely subscribe to George as well as Adam Krigler, because Krigler is the shit.
Krigler's
Taco
not a
Smell.
That
I
was
mean,
mean.
Taco Bell. I mean, Southern Bell.
Hello. Whoa. I'm deaf.
Me too.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. What was that? Oh, thanks, Comics, for having me. Oh,
You're a liar. You heard me say that.
I did. 70s rocker. You got 70s rocker running across crawl.
Huh?
That 70s
Yes,
rock
70s
band
rock.
featured Southern
Brian's
Belle.
not even here.
That 70s Bell band. Yay.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I like
Brandon's not even fucking here.
Brandon Morse. Yay.
cheerleading
Way
for
to
everybody.
ruin this. Just
Well, I was going to say, the Masterpiece Theater stuff, the long stuff culture. So I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
I like my long movies. Look what happened to Downton Abbey. I mean, hello. People turned into Masterpiece Theater fans.
I agree.
My dad loves that stuff.
So, Bell, wait a minute. So, Bell, at 2.5 hours, don't you get sore?
No.
Oh,
no
my.
woman ever says that culture.
What?
Jesus Christ.
My God, I can't believe you asked her that.
And if the wife is telling you that, she's just trying to lie to you to be nice.
I don't. Oh my God.
She doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
Culture boss
God, I
has
hope
never
Six
felt
is
it
on and
beyond
wrote that
30
down.
seconds.
No, a girl
Gee
said
whiz.
prepares for that. I mean, they get their popcorn ready, they get their snacks ready, they get enough drink there to,
They lube up.
Drinks
yeah,
are
and,
important.
they hit that pause button for that quick break to the bathroom and back. I mean, it's
Wow.
planned out.
Wow,
planned-
culture's so good at sex, he makes women want to go pee in the middle of it. That's phenomenal.
The
I'm
joke
just
going over got far more awkward.
It did.
Way
Yeah,
back.
real awkward, real fast.
Oh,
Escalated.
yeah, well, we'll be back on Wednesday because we're going to continue as the speaker chair continues, part 51.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Where everybody and their mother has now been nominated for speaker this round.
Except anybody we really want.
I know. Well, except maybe Byron Donalds.
The great thing about it is the government
better?
hasn't done anything in multiple weeks.
You
Has
know, we
anybody
should
missed
have
it?
no speaker. No.
And I haven't missed it. I haven't missed a thing.
No, I don't think we have. Also, before we get to you talks, Tony Victor became a member at the I'll buy that for $1 level. And
Oprah.
so did Irate Specialist. Thank you guys. Thank you for
Oprah.
signing up. I appreciate the support.
Radioactive's been a member for 1 month.
Also, Toxic Manflu gifted 5 memberships.
Nice, sweet.
Always welcome.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
a lot of good people in the chat.
Am I in the thing where people can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
No one can hear you.
What?
Everybody.
Oh,
cheats.
okay.
Don't phone that.
I could say
Yes.
It's every time, you know what? Every time you say, "Can people hear me?" I know what's going to happen. Tom's going to.
Yeah, he does say bad words a lot.
Tom's going to say the same stuff that he says after the show.
That's
I
right.
know.
oh yeah. Y'all get mad at me for that.
No, it's fine.
All right. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So Wednesday we'll probably do Yelling at Parked Cars, 8 o'clock, Rumble exclusive, 8 o'clock Central. And then Thursday Throwdown. We'll be doing that. Hopefully I'll get the roll done for Yelling at Parked Cars. And then Friday, F&T, you got Comics Division on there. Comics, do you guys know who your guest's going to be?
I don't.
Somebody naked.
Cool. It's
great
no,
promotion.
Comics is not whipping out.
I am underneath my clothes.
And then after F&T, Culture's going to have his post-flight.
Yes, I am.
Which is guest this week is going to be
Mexican Iron Man.
Mexican Iron Man. A real YouTuber.
He is
the Mexican Iron Man.
One of the most famous YouTubers you've ever
He's got
known.
his own theme song.
He does. Yeah, and believe it or not, we're actually going to get George the Giant Slayer on for a post-flight interview. Because not only is he Greek, he's going to tell you the secret of the formula.
Ooze? Oh.
That feels like you just said
I've been
George on
searching
the
for the answer for secret of the ooze for 32 years now. Nobody can tell me.
What's happening now?
Nothing.
Say what?
I have no idea.
I didn't do it.
I've been seeking
those
the
of you in the
secret of
chat
the
that are-
ooze for 31 years, 32 years now. And nobody can tell me the answer.
I'm just trying to get you the formula for the Grecians. George
Is that how I make Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
I believe the secret is 42, Tom.
I like turtles.
That sounds like Douglas Adams' secret. I don't know.
I like
Anyway,
that story.
hey, can you wrap this up, Tom?
Please.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, if
So
you- like
Saturday,
Patrick Condon.
Sunday, we'll go through all the stuff, right? Valiant Renegade. Then you go to Tom, and we've got a list show. And then you go to Culture, and he's got a show that's like 90% intro, outro. Everyone in the chat that said, thank you for the memberships. You are welcome. And I do want to point out that Irate Specialist at 12:16 a.m. said, how badly does Culture curse after the show? Like a drunken sailor who's just got kicked in the nuts. That is
And stubbed his toe.
Yeah, stubbed his toe. Drunken sailor stubbed his toe.
A little bit.
From there. So that's how it goes. So thanks everybody very much for being here. It was a good show. And Comics in a serious. I'm so very glad you are okay.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
That makes two of us, buddy.
I am so glad I get to stop sticking my finger.
We're glad your butt's okay.
I'm actually glad you're not going to be a eunuch.
I love you like a brother. I'm glad you're okay.
And thanks, Eric K, for posting all of our links.
Yes. And Eric Maldonado, thank you. Both of you guys. Both you mods.
Every mod.
The
every
credit
mod in
music
the
started
house.
playing you off, and you guys still keep going and going.
Playing music.
Okay, it's the end of the
Well,
show.
we have credits, so we can stage those. Good night, folks. Thank you so much. We will catch you next time.
There they go.
The Comics Dicks
Cheers, all.
Division show is so long.
Thanks for
Just
watching.
like
Make sure to
Culture's
like,
exit.
share, and comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. A huge thanks to all
Can
the
they still hear
supporters.
us?
Without
I
you,
think they
Comics
still can.
Division would probably
No, they
be
can't hear
hoeing
us.
on a corner
Well, no,
somewhere.
that
they
was
can
like
hear us.
they can still
They
hear us
can't
because
hear
the way I
us.
added them in.
They can't
We're
hear
not
us because I
removed
said
from the stage.
no problem.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us,
I didn't
Shannon?
back everybody out for
They
this.
can
That's
still
why.
hear you.
I know.
Then I should have
We're
kept
all
singing
still
my song.
very
That
loud.
was fucking dope.
Well, go for it.
It's too late now. This shit's throwing me
Culture,
off.
why are you taking your clothes off?
That's what he
Oh,
said.
Jesus
So
Christ.
whiny.
Look at his nipples.
They're like silver dollar pancakes.
They're huge.
That's not true.
The
They're nipples.
areola is
They're-
gigantic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that penis is all hair.
They're like a chick's nipples. What the fuck?
God, how do I end this thing? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they can all hear you, Tom.
They can hear me? Oh.
Yeah, if we go through the dynamic way and let all that stuff out, they can hear you. Hey, Tina Guzman. Turd Ferguson. Gotta love that.
You guys are
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
taking a chance with this whole you can hear me, you can't hear me shit with me being on the show.
We can always hear. It's
Deleted scenes.
Oh my god.
Well, because it says back here, listen off stage.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
those
that's
true
if we
group.
were actually off stage, but we're not off stage.
you-
We're all
you're
still
on-
live.
Oh my god.
Because one of these days, Culture's going to convince me that we're not on.
Thank you all for watching. You
fine.
are
And I'm gonna say-
amazing.
Gamer word.
Good night, folks.